Well, hello. How are you all doing? Welcome to some fantastic PUBG Mobile PMPL EU action. You're not going to see my face for too long because we're getting straight into the thick of it. Welcome to day number 6 of the PMPL EU Scrims. My name's Imperium. We have some fantastic European teams. Let's get the show on the road. We're going to Sanhok for game number 1. Told you, not wasting any time. I didn't expect to be talking for this long. I don't have any game sound at the moment, just in case you're wondering where the game sound is. I don't have any, so you're gonna have to deal with it. You can't see me while I'm casting as well, which is, hey, that's cool. Hi, how you all doing? So drops are coming through. Oh God, Conquer, who recently added Andy to the roster. I don't know if he's playing in these scrims. I would like to think he is. Maybe he isn't. We have groups A, B, C, and D for this first game in Sanhok. We have 2 Sanhok games today. Game 1 and game 2 are both in Sanhok. And a little bit of early action going on as Dami finds Linne. Going to finish that one off. GK the first. It's going to be dealing with that one. Some nice pre-fire shots from Danny. Going to send GK, I wouldn't say away, but definitely under a bit of pressure. Switches over to the SK12. Oh, shotgun blast. Knock early on in the favor of GK the first to at least get the knockdown. However, the rest of Lost Bull are indeed sending their way in. Pre-fire shots coming on board. He doesn't have a helmet. He doesn't have the vest. He has to in some way disengage. Don't know where the rest of the team is, to be fair. Obviously, a little bit of a split rotation coming on board. He's being very, very careful how he's playing around. Takes a little bit of damage. He's going to be pinched either side by the members of Lost Bully. He finds one. He's going to look for the confirmation. He's not going to be, yeah, okay. He finds a confirmation. He's going to get knocked. He's going to get finished. And Panda are down to just 2 players. You gotta take what you can get in the early parts of this game. By the way, is the game volume too loud or what? Eastern Stars are not in this game one. Stefut, all the information is in the description. Yeah? All the information is in the description. Yeah, so is the game sound? I don't know. I don't think it's loud enough, to be honest. Let me turn it up. I don't think it's... Yes, they play in the next game, Stefut. They play in the next game. Hey, Ankit, how are you getting on? Much love to you and all of India. Can't wait for a Battlegrounds Mobile India to come out soon enough. Cannot wait for that one. Okay, so looking at how these teams are currently situated with this phase 1 circle that is across mainly Northwest Island, RESQ have sent themselves up the big Chungus Mountain, which is, of course, going to be extremely healthy. How they hold on to it is also going to be important. GSG Europe are sending themselves across from boot camp early on, and I would like to see Conqueror move down from Ha Ting down to the compound that's just away from Slike of Rice Gang. Slike is a former member of ScrimFarm as far as I know, and he seems like he's joined the Rice Gang squad for PMPL as well as even Crispy. So there's a good few teams that are adjusting their rosters for the PMPL, and I would argue a little bit last minute, and that could really go against them. I understand kind of why, but there's a lot of, you know, synergy takes time, right? Maximum performance from the roster takes time, and when you have a disconnection through just lack of time playing together, that can really hurt you. What you mean, Sharif? Why you tell Scrims is 8 and you start at 1910? I didn't say Scrims are at 8. Did I? When did I say that? And no problem, Stifffoot, no problem. Wild Alone seems to also be a new member of RESQ as far as I know. So very interesting to see these rosters evolve across the board. GSG, they for the most part have the same roster. Levy, Kamara, Alau, and Angelito. I actually am expecting good things from GSG Europe in the PMPL. I really am. I could see them getting top 5. I don't think I can see them winning it, to be perfectly honest. Not at the moment. I don't think they have that level of aggression. But they are certainly quite an intelligent team. And I do think they are pretty well connected as a roster. It's 1900 CEST. Now, Black Sparks holding on to the trifecta compound is absolutely perfect for the early stages of this game, because that phase 1 circle, although it is heading towards that Northwest Island, it still encapsulates a decent, not a decent bit, but a bit of mainland and a bit of Southwest Island. So therefore, if that phase 2, let's say, shifts down south or shifts to the east, the trifecta area really does allow you to prepare much better. Gaijin Seraphim, you can see, only joined this lobby as a duo, Adobo and Mishi. So it's going to be obviously a lot harder for them to defend to in any way, shape, or form and get something out of this first game at least. How much a delay? There's absolutely no delay. There is no delay. Okay, So I get a clean feed. There's no delay between me and you, but there is around a 15-minute delay between production. You know what I mean? So I get the delay and I don't. You know what I mean? I get the delayed clean feed. If that makes sense. Oh, well, gets knocked down. Nice awareness coming out from hold on. Interesting. Did get some information with regards to Optimus, who are playing in game number 2. Black Sparks are definitely trying to defend this area against Lost Bullet. Lost Bullet definitely seem a little bit more controlling, a little bit more aggressive in this game. I like the way they've just pushed in. Black Sparks defending it pretty well, but they do have to be careful that if too many of them go onto the opposite end of the road, they could get backstabbed. This phase 2. You're not wrong there, Sharif. You're not wrong there, my friend. As much as I respect the kind of push from Lost Bullet into the trifecta compound, I think okay, now they're being a little bit more aggressive. That I can respect. They gotta be careful. Dami gets caught out. Blend finds that one from the other side of the wall. You had to be prepared for that one. A little bit of a mistake coming out. Safi's gonna get knocked down. Safi's gonna get confirmed that Lucia's left on his own. A good push from Lost Bullet, but poor execution. Good theory on the push. Poor execution and great defense from Black Sparks holding on behind the wall. Ammo gets the final kill and Lost Bullet are wiped out of there. See, when you crash a compound, if you stop between crashing and pushing, you automatically allow your opponents to set up a defense. That's exactly what Lost Bullet gave to Black Sparks. When Lost Bullet crashed, Black Sparks weren't really in a position to defend. Therefore, it would have been a little bit more of a prime opportunity for them to catch Black Sparks off. But between crashing and engaging, Black Sparks set up that defense, right? Where Blend was behind the wall, they had the angles covered. Then when Lost Bullet did attempt to push, they got taken out. It's just, you know, time is of the essence in PUBG Mobile. Every single second counts, whether it is defending, whether it is attacking, whether it's crashing, whether it's engaging. Destiny, still on the Southwest Island by the bridge. Panda XT being put under pressure. Whiskey finds him. It's actually not, it's a, yeah. What bridge is that? What bridge is that again? That's a bridge to the Northwest Island. Yeah, that's a bridge to the Northwest Island. Why? I think Koi is also a newer member of Panda, to be fair. I do think Panda have had a tough time preparing for the PMPL, to be honest. I feel like as a team, they've actually been somewhat underperforming. I don't know why, whether that's something that hopefully they will get together for the PMPL, but it does feel like that they've been a bit lackluster. Hello, Louis Giovan. How are you getting on? Where's BTR? Unless they've moved to Europe, I don't think we'll be seeing them here, mate. Sorry. Not fun to watch with the Asian teams. I'm sorry that my casting isn't good enough, Escape. Whiskey, top player in Albania. Whiskey is a decent player, to be fair. Whiskey is a decent player. So, with that shift on phase 3 to that Northwest Island, there's a tiny bit of the mainland in play, but you don't really want to go there. I don't like that Unicorns Love are sticking to the coastline. I think that's too late. If they're going to rotate to that Northwest Island from the mainland coastal line, Black Sparks moved up from the trifecta compound in a very strong way. Which it seems like they've in some way caught out Rice Gang, who were separated. RESQ's current position on the Big Chungus Mountain, I really feel like it should be a bit more of a 2-1 or 3-1 split. Like Conqueror right now, they have a solid split between 2 on the high ground and I think 1 or 2 in the compound. I don't know if they started as a trio. I'm not sure if they maybe have lost a player as well. Every clan thought it would be at 8 o'clock for that, or lost players most. The scrims have always been at 7 p.m. CST every single Tuesday, Sharif. If you thought it was 8, I don't know, man. I'm not in the Discord. It doesn't, you know. I know it's been 7 p.m. CEST, so yeah. Like, that's, yeah, it's up to players to make sure. Now, Unicorns are allowed sticking to, like I said, the mainland coastal line. If they are to move across that way, they're really going to have to fight their way through and take out players on the coastal line. If QATAR forces under that little bit of pressure as they made their way across, Woody has knocked down, Shuin is on low health, and Black Sparks are looking to control the southern part of this phase 3 in a very strong way. They've lost Sam 4, but still up as a trio is very healthy as Luffy continues those shots onto Shuin. Even though not securing the knockdown, it's just suppressing QATAR forces more and more. Will allow them to control the phase 4 circle depending on the shift. Hello, Big Gabby. You're from Zanzibar. Very interesting. Much love to you, my friend. ScrimFarm should kick their IGL, not gonna lie. Okay, based off what? Interesting, but based off what? Imperium and his coffee is back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've got a fresh, like... This is how much coffee I have. This is how much coffee I have. Made a fresh batch of coffee for these scrims. So phase 4, you have Team UMBRA that are in Hatting, which is why I recommend Conquer move down to compound, because I think it's a much better position and better preparation. The next circle centers up around the eastern half of the Big Chungus Mountain. You do have the valley in the middle, of course. So if I was RESQ, I would actually look to move a bit more controllingly into the circle, to be fair. Hey, Punisher, how are you getting on? Unicorns of Love getting called out at the hands of likes of QATAR forces. However, Fresh is going to at least respond back. And this is the issue of rotating, you know, from the mainland into that kind of northwest island and across the water. Now, I do think Unicorns of Love have done a great job of for the most part, getting through it. But it definitely could have been done cleaner, to be fair. Hello, Ellen. How are you getting on? Can't believe you're not wearing the UOL jersey. Come on, UOL. Hey, I'm drinking coffee from my Unicorns of Love cup, okay? Ellen, hey, you know, this is a new t-shirt I got today, to be fair. I ordered some clothes for PMPL. Anyway, Yusef is going to find the last player of Unicorns of Love. Sorry, not the last player, but Fresh. That's some great pre-fire from Yusef, to be fair. QATAR forces, although they were kind of getting caught out and pushed back, god damn it, fair play to them in how they've been able to keep themselves up as a full squad. The resilience from QATAR forces has been fantastic. Now Agon's left on his own across the mainland. He's got nowhere to go. He gets taken out. It was looking way worse for Unicorns of Love than I thought, and it's their own fault. It is massively their own fault. Now, UMBRA have gone down into the valley of death. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off, as Lakonostra MVP has just Danny left alive. Only started as a duo between Will and Danny. He has Nexus or Rice Gang, the last player of Rice Gang as well, close by. Both players prone down this sneaky snake plays. And Whiskey is going to find Danny. And also Whiskey is going to find Nexus. So that's 2 squads out like that. 8 teams left. 28 players alive. GSG Europe up as a full squad, controlling this area extremely well. But now they're outside of the circle. Conqueror, they have the control. But will they keep Vito and Reznov up there together? If I were them, no. I would send Reznov or Vito down into the compound. Right? If anything, I would send all 3 players into the compound. Now, Reese, you can see he's moving his way down. As I see a ScrimFarm, he's going to get taken down. UMBRA control the Valley of Death area, and they're going to move down in towards the south. But a lovely core after grenade onto Talon from Icy will at least slow down Team UMBRA moving into the circle. RESQ, because they failed to really move from the big Chungus Mountain until a late stage of the game, it could go against them. There's a massive risk, a massive lack of information as they play on towards the underside. Fair play to Tick, finds Nash, but Blend is going to... No, sorry, not Blend. Talon is going to fire forward from behind. Swave is going to finish that one off. Of course, Swave is covering the southwestern side as well. Talon gets knocked down at the hands of Wild alone. Cody is going to confirm PRZ, and now Swave left on their own. Oh, shots being fired up by GSG Europe. Swave has a prone down. Now Hyper, along with Conqueror Vito, going to be fighting around this area. Vito's holding on. Be careful not to pre-fire too heavily and not to peek too much, Vito. Focus on what's in front of you. I know you want to slow RESQ down. You don't really want to allow them to enter the circle cleanly, but think about the rest of your team. QATAR forces being put under pressure. Rees finishes off Angelito of GSG Europe and Levy as well. And now Blend of Black Sparks going up against PRZ and Swave. 1v2 comes on through. Team UMBRA on 3 kills. Looking pretty good on the western side of the circle. Gotta give them credit where credit's due. They played that Valley of Death rotation very well. It's kind of unorthodox. It's not usual, but it worked for them. Now they might meet their maker at the hands of Conqueror, who are looking in control to take this game number 1. There's a 3-person team of RESQ on the western side outside the circle currently. UMBRA gonna get taken down. Black Sparks still up. Hamo left on his own, but I don't think he's gonna get the revive on the Blend of RESQ. Catches him out. Black Sparks are out of here. We're down to our final 2 teams. Conqueror and RESQ. Conqueror have the circle in this phase 6 with Vito across the road and Reznov and Rees standing tall in the compound. Mind you, it's not in the circle where they're currently positioned, but the edge of those buildings are in play. Now, it is tricky for both sides because let's be fair, the high ground for RESQ, that mountainside, it's rocky, there's a little bit of protection. And it's more inside the center part of the circle. I'm a little bit surprised that Reznov and Rees didn't move across earlier. A little bit of presumption coming on board, and that could allow RESQ to take this game on. Yeah, okay, Vito's the anchor point as the circle has centered up into the hands of RESQ on towards the high ground. So now I wonder, how will Reznov and Rees make it across? Yeah, they can throw a load of smokes out. They're going to have to be the perfect smokes if they're going to walk or run across that road to make it into this phase 7 circle. Vito's hugging the cliffside, so not even he can really kind of cover fire. He does chuck out a grenade, puts a little bit of damage on the Wild alone. Don't know if he's aware of that. Now they're moving across. There's a little bit of fear, a little bit of risk, but Rees has made it through. Now will Reznov do the same? Reznov finds a little bit of a mistake coming out from RESQ. How did you allow them to move across without going unnoticed? I'm a bit too passive from RESQ, and it could be their undoing in the final moments of this game. 2 teams left in this game coming into Phase 8. 3v3, one of the very high ground cliffside. The other team on towards the lower ground. This spread from RESQ is very good with Reese. With the grenade, gets a knock on the Wild alone. First come, first serve in the hands of the knocks between the 2 teams. Reese is going to look for another one. Do not go for the revive just yet, Hyper. They're walking into it. A nice new grenade is going to slow RESQ down a little bit more. Reznov is going to cook another one off, followed by Vito. If I were them, I would just push it. Don't worry about all the grenades. Just absolutely push it. Take advantage of the 3v2. Reznov gets knocked down at the hands of Coyote. He's going to get confirmed out. Coyote gets put down to Sliver of Hell. But at the end of the day, he's given the advantage over to the rest of his team. Now Wild alone, who got knocked down earlier on, will be able to take down the health of the 2 remaining Conqueror players. They've got a pinch. A low ball smoke comes through. Now it's going to be the 3-man push. Trade on trade. Vito's left on his own. Vito's left on his own in a 1v2. He can't really heal up. He has to try and dance around the blades of glory that is this RESQ team. And in the back, he is stabbed in the heart by RESQ. They claim game number 1 in Sanhok. Like, when you get a knock like that, the way Conqueror did, I know they had a relevant lack of information, but you just have to push. You know, I'm all about the devil you know is sometimes better than the devil you don't know. But in this case, the devil they knew was that they got a knock and it was 3v3. Just so therefore it's 3v2. Therefore you push. It doesn't matter if you fully know where they are. If you push, what you're doing is it gives you a higher chance, especially because the 3 members of Conqueror were together, so they most likely would have been able to trade it. Yeah, okay, there was a couple of little rocky dips in which RESQ were definitely able to get some nice pre-firing shots off, but to me, Conqueror allowed them to that a little bit more by not pushing on the RESQ. It was a surprisingly passive push from the Conqueror boys. In the end, RESQ deserved victory. Conqueror will still take second place in this game 1, and it's a good start in today's scrims from both teams, to be fair. We are going to, of course, be switching on over to show you the highlights and the scores from this game number 1. Oh, interesting. Okay, 2 minutes. Interesting. Okay. Let's transition over to the highlights so you get an idea. For sure, Trag. Like, that's the thing. Both teams made the mistakes, right? You know, RESQ made the mistake of allowing Conqueror to move across the road like that, but then Conqueror made the mistake of not pushing off that wall. What was a frankly little bit of luck, but a fantastic knock by Reese with that grenade. You know, like, especially if that was actually, it doesn't matter whether or not that was an intentionally cooked grenade or whether that was a little bit of a lucky ball thrown grenade. At the end of the day, it's not often you get a knock like that, so when you do, you really have to take advantage of it, and I just don't think of course they didn't take advantage of it, otherwise they would have won the game, in my opinion. Oh well, it is what it is. Now, match leaderboard, RESQ with 21 points, 6 kills, Conqueror with 6 kills, actually very evenly spread out across the top 4 teams. RESQ, Conqueror, Black Sparks, Destiny, all getting 6 kills apiece. It does make those scores from this game on relatively low. RESQ getting that chicken dinner and 21 points in total. Destiny with 14 points and Team UMBRA with 9. GSG Europe 7, ScrimFarm 7, QATAR Forces with 6. I think credit to QATAR Forces because they were really under a decent bit of pressure between Black Sparks and Unicorns Love at some point, but they survived. Unicorns Love, at least, and got a few kills along the way. The highest kills in that game went over to Reeves, the Irish god himself from Conquer. Getting 4 kills, followed by Hamo of Black Sparks, Detati of ScrimFarm, and VNVS from QATAR Forces. I wonder how you pronounce his name, VNVS, to be fair. Well. Match stats, 737. Damage for Reeves, followed by 529 for Agon. Unfortunately, an unrewarded amount of damage for Agon. And realistically, the whole Unicorns of Love in that first game, it was poor rotation, like. Genuinely poor rotations. Whether or not they're trying something different, that's up to them to know, and for me to kind of either find out or speculate. But either way, they should know now that was a poor rotation. Because even though they had themselves a full squad, it's Anas, bro, is it? So VMVS. Oh yeah, so the V is an A. Why? Why change your name to VMVS? Why? Just keep it as Anas. Why you gotta do that, bro? Why you gotta confuse me like that? I'm a simple person with simple thoughts. Why you gotta do that? Of course he's built different, Puske. He's Irish. We're all built different. I've got my coffee. Time to top it up. We don't have the overall standings, it seems, so I'm just gonna at least switch on over to... Okay, that's weird. Do we have an overall... Okay, no, I do have overall standings. My apologies, it just changed there. So Conqueror, still holding on to first place with 3 chicken dinners, 203, followed closely by Unicorns of Love, Destiny, and then ScrimFarm. Again, as far as I know, no team has 18 games played. As far as I know, I think that's a little bit of a mistake with regards to ScrimFarm. But either way, it is close between the top 3. Destiny does have a higher amount of chicken dinners, but it's clear that their consistency maybe isn't as high as some of the other teams because of the lack of points they have compared to Unicorns of Love and Conquer. And I would even... Actually, no, it's around the same as ScrimFarm because they have the same amount of kill points. It's those 18 extra placement points would account for 15 from a chicken dinner and then a few extra from... So it's negligible. They have the same level of consistency between ScrimFarm and Destiny. But look, on that note, let me just set things up. The next match is 2006. Jesus. Really? 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 Apparently the next match isn't until 6 minutes past the hour. That is so weird. I'm not gonna go on a break just yet for like... Yeah, I'm not gonna go for a break for 13 minutes. I'm not gonna, bore you guys out. I'll just like chat to the stream. How you getting on, guys? Hope you're well. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'll put a little bit of music on as well. So weird. So weird. Simple person like you, indeed. Simple as it is in your name. Look at GSG, bro. Looking at it, they have only 13 games and they're 50 points behind top 3. Yeah, Puska, like that's the thing. Like GSG Europe, I do think that they can be top 5 of the PMPL. Like I'm talking about in the finals as well. I'm not even talking about the league stage because of course we have to get through the league stage before we get to the finals. But yeah. Hello, Sneak. How are you getting on? Hello, Theo. On a side note, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I should also have Maxman joining me for a couple of games later on. I don't know exactly when, but he said he'll let me know. But he should be joining me for a couple of games, which would be nice. Brick on a stick. Huh. Okay. Rewind. Incredible. Select. Okay. Yeah, so apparently there's gonna be a delay on like all maps, so I'm just gonna like chat with yous, to be fair. The best Joe, Imperium, and Maxman, let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to casting with my boy Maxman. And having a little bit of laugh with him. We were casting together when he was streaming the Club Open Scrims earlier, and it was just a great laugh, like an absolute great laugh. Definitely, bro, if they continue like this, they don't need a lot to make top 3. If they continue like this, they're Gucci. Yeah, to me, I would like to see them get a little bit more aggressive. I feel like sometimes it's not that they're scared, but they try and be a little bit too intelligent. I'm actually going to shoot that advice to them. I would just like to see a little bit more raw aggression as a team come out from them. So yeah. Hey, Andy Black, how you getting on? And hello, Punisher. What do you mean you're under the water? What do you mean by that, my friend? Will you be doing PEL cast? I don't know if this has been asked before. Sorry if it's a repeat question. It kind of has. No, overall KXE, no, because I don't really have the time. I have a big event coming up soon, KXE, which I'm casting, so I don't really have time to viewer party the PEL, to be fair. ScrimFarm, seriously, the $50 super chat, dude. I don't know what to say, man. Thank you so much. I presume that's Squirt. If it is Squirt, thank you so much, my friend. Much love to you. I'm literally blown away. So thank you so much for the super chat. There's absolutely, like, seriously, there's no need for it, but thank you so much, my friend. Also, I love that sticker because on the restream.io chat on my OBS, it describes that sticker as giant pair character waving flags and turning around, making the buildings in front of him tremble. That is literally the description of that sticker, which it's an accurate description, but I love the fact that it's like it's written down. It's just so funny, like, because I kind of automatically think someone has written that in chat when it's just obviously a sticker. And by the way, Imperium, I really appreciate your offer. That thing hit me hard. I was happy as fuck. Yeah, we'll do it in the future, Puska, for sure. In the future, man. Oh, watch you casting. Glad to hear you're doing official casting again. I'm casting the PMPL EU. Thank Doge and keep up the great work. Yeah, Dogecoin. Much love to Dogecoin. Even though I know absolutely nothing about Dogecoin, Bitcoin, or any of the coins, any of the Doges, any of the Ethereum, whatever it is. But you know what? I'm thankful for it, so thank you very much, ScrimFarm. That's actually the perfect. It really is, isn't it? It is genuinely the perfect description. It's just hilarious, like. Imperium, give me mod. Hater, yeah, okay, I'll give you mod. Hater, is that you playing for another team for PMPL again? Or is that a different hater? Let me know. 7 minutes. Okay, I'll go for a break when there's like 5 minutes because I do want to rest my voice a little bit, to be fair. Imagine being a Twitch mod, but no stream on Twitch. Yeah, that's because Twitch sucks, to be fair. Yeah, I'm aware that you left Rice Gang. I did know that, hater. But was that you playing in another team in this game one? Because there's somebody with hater. I forget what team, but there's somebody called hater in one of the teams. Game one. No, Taz, you're not getting mod. Yeah, like Puska, I'll hit you up with it. You know, like, it'll be in the future. Like, it'll be in the future. Ellen, thank you for the 50 Norwegian krona. Am I saying that right? Norwegian krona, or is it just Norwegian kron, or whatever? Keep on lifting that mug. What, that beautiful Unicorns of Love mug? By the way, this is my my keys, you know, my house keys. So what I have is I have Dubai keyring because I was in Dubai. I have, these are from TwitchCon 2019. Somebody handed them out to me when I was talking to them. They're really cool. And then I have a gym card as well. Not like that is any use to me because I'm fat, but the coolest thing I have is this Unicorns of Love. Woo! There you go. Yeah, there's somebody called Hater in that game one. I know. So it's definitely not you. Yeah, it's definitely not you, Hater. That's one thing that I wanted to make sure. Hello, Capito. I understand it, bro. I have a lot of paperwork to do in these days because it'll be my first job ever, and as a chef, so I'm kind of all over the place. Puska, focus on your job. That's the most important thing. Focus on your job. Is Beg for Mercy is in chat. The Beg for Mercy. By the way, Beg. I know you don't make decisions in terms of IGLing as far as I know, but Beg, what the fuck was that rotation in game one? Beg, what was that rotation? Just have to ask. Really, what was that rotation? Okay, like, now people are chatting. I kind of don't want to go for a break, to be fair. I know, man. You know, I love the vibe of people just like chatting and having a laugh with me. It's so cool. Okay. Yeah, if we would have wallhack, we wouldn't do that. Beg. It's not about wallhack. It was just a terrible rotation for the circle. It was phase 3, like, you know, bruh. Like, you were lucky you guys didn't get screwed earlier, to be fair. 22. Okay, cool. So 22 is the start time. Okay, yeah, 2022 is the start. So the good thing is that there's a big delay on game 2. So because the map is being restarted due to tech issues. So you got another 20 minutes to wait until game 2. So this is more of a like just a chatting section at the moment, because again, I don't want to go on a break for like 20 minutes. I don't want to bore you. I didn't know there is camping there behind that big rock. Yeah, but like, you got to expect the unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, you know, seriously, Beg, you've got to expect the unexpected. You really, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, Yeah, exactly. Ellen's right. Like, I know, like, that big rock is a big rock for a reason, right? It allows you to stay protected from one side, right? It allows you to not be seen from one side of the river. So it was I knew that. But I even said that you shouldn't make that rotation. I said that like during the stream. I was like, they shouldn't make that rotation across the river. I thought it was gonna work for you when you did, because I was like, okay, maybe it is. But yeah. Hello MZ, bonjour. Ça va MZ? On est du fromage. Kapahala best side jail. He doesn't use WMP, so he's not best side jail. Are Loops players playing? Dante, all the information, my friend, is in the description. Yeah, it's even the pinned chat. Info including map order, groups, and list of teams is all in the description. Plus, the last time I checked, Loops are not based in the EU region, my friend. I apologize, Dante, but I'm no geographical genius, but the last time I checked, South America is not in Europe. I ran on top of a dude's head in Sanhok. Yes, say SMH. Exactly, like, you know, people are everywhere. Yeah, but that was probably classic Sneak. How are you? I'm good, Alina. How are you? How are you? Beanie Ba to you too. Beanie Ba. Eastern Stars are going to be in this game too. Okay. Time to top up my coffee. I drink so much coffee. My housemate yesterday asked me how much coffee do I drink. And I was like, I drink like 7 cups of coffee a day. I think I drink around 7 cups of coffee. You're very beautiful today. Thank you, Alina. When you say today, do you mean I never look beautiful and I'm very lucky to look beautiful today? Sneak. Wow, to roast it with Scrims. Wow, was it like tier 5 Scrims? Sneak. Everyone does mistakes, yeah, of course. Okay, so I thought there was a... Okay, so game 2 is actually here. I thought there was a delay, but hey, we're here. So let's turn the music off, turn stream back on, and let's get the show on the road. Boom. Oh wait. This could be no. I don't think this is a game. I think the match is being restarted because of tech issues. I think apparently she's flirting. Is she, Punisher? I don't think so. I think Alina's just being nice, which I very much appreciated. I'm tier 100. Stop at the compliments now. I'm blushing. Okay. See, I told you, Punisher, she's not flirting. She's just being nice, which I very much appreciate. Thank you very much, Alina. But thanks, Alina, for saying like no, and like there's no way I'd flirt with him. Like, I love the way I just like made things super weird. See, I don't think this is the start of the game. I really think it's being restarted. I'm just having a look. Because I was told by production that essentially that next map will restart due to tech issues. So I don't think this is the actual game, to be fair. I don't think this is the actual game. Love from Bangladesh. Much love to you and all the Bangladesh, Syed. Oh my lord. I think it's being restarted. I really think it's being restarted. Buna Alnuta. I presume that's something that I can't understand, obviously. Which team was your favorite in PMGC last year, Dante? I don't have a favorite team. I don't have a favorite team. Or I didn't have a favorite team in PMGC, to be fair, Dante. I'm generally quite unbiased in that sense. Love from Nepal, my favorite caster is Imperium. Much love to you, Manoj. And all in Nepal. Nepal OP. True. I have a Gaijin Mara hoodie, which is really cool. Good. Did I say that okay? Did I say that? I don't know what I said, by the way, but did I actually say that okay? Interesting. My boyfriend plays where you comment. See? There you go. There you go. Wait. Who's your boyfriend, Alina? Who's your boyfriend? Yeah, who's your boyfriend, Alina? I really want to know. Imperium after Scrim, come play classics with me and Alina. I actually probably will. I don't know if you have me added, but please add me. Say, so aim Frumus. Is that okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna show this game. I don't know if the map is being restarted, but I'm just gonna show just to give you some actual like in-game action. But I really think this game is being restarted. But Aimbot is your boyfriend? Aimbot's OP. I know Aimbot. I don't know my ID, but that's my IGN. It's just Imperium with a 1 instead of the I. Because I'm original like that. Bro, don't play with Matai, he is a TDM player. Big Gabby, why are you so toxic? Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, Aimbot got a knock onto one of the Optimus players. Tachi from GZ. I think that's a... Who's that Itachi? That's not Itachi from Destiny, though. Must be just the same Itachi with a different name. As Bardot's playing for Optimus Esports, but he went down. Again, I really think this game is being restarted, so I'm really not casting it. Maybe it is. Maybe this is the actual game. I'm just going based on what production kind of said to me. Say you, say me, say for always. That's the way it should be. Bro, if you think I'm toxic, just wait to see my... It got me. Hey, look, you know, who doesn't love a little bit of toxicity? Alina, is Matai toxic? No, Imperium, Big Gabby is my child. So, wait, so you're a toxic dad as well, then, or what? People should copyright their names, SMH, too many imposters. You're telling me, Sneak, like, honestly, like, sometimes people with, like, there's, like, now there's 2 haters, there's 2 Itachis, you know? If somebody says it takes the name Imperium, I swear to God, I'll be like, so, I will sue. You're the best. Okay, who's the best, Alina? Say you, say me. Okay, Sushi goes down, so's Rana. Ked is pushing on in. Unicorns of Love taking the fight against Nexus. Nice play, nice play. From Unicorns of Love, they're even looking for Octavian of Eastern Stars. Who's that guy with my name? I know, right, hater? I don't know who he is. Imposter! Fresh goes down at the hands of Athos. Unicorns of Love are down to 3 players. They should have... Well, actually, no. Eastern Stars normally actually stay a lot closer to look quiet, to be fair. So I can understand why Unicorn Blob might have gotten called out. I would definitely say a little bit of a mistake from Nexus, because they should know that Eastern Stars go to the east and Unicorn Love drop in Paradises. Sorry. Hey Sneak, 2020 call. They want their Among Us responses back. Okay. Like seriously, that's like so last year. There you go. There you go. I thought so. I thought so. I did say the game was being restarted. I did say. That's what I thought. That wasn't a game. So we got like 8 minutes or so. I'm glad I stuck to my instinct as far as like this game going through. Will you be casting PMPL Arabia? No, I won't be casting PMPL Arabia, but I will be casting PMPL EU. I don't know if I was meant to imagine people texting me right now, good luck in PMPL, and I'm not even playing. I know, that's why it's like, when I saw it, I was like, is that hater? Is that the hater? Because honestly, I only really know one hater, right? That's you. So I was like, is that the hater? I was like, must try and find out. Then when you popped in chat, I was like, okay, I'll see if that was the case, right? And then that's not. So it's like, you should just go, oh, thanks, bro, and just like pretend it's you. I don't know, like. You should when we find out what team that he's playing on, you should just contact the team and go like, who's the person in your team called Hater? Oh. Okay, let's put a little bit of music back on for the background. Again, I kind of want to go for a break, but seriously, you guys are just like chatting too much cool stuff in chat, so I'm just like, I just want to interact with all of you guys. Thank you, hater number 2. Give me clout for free. You should make him give you half of his PMPL prize money for taking your name. Elena, why are you saying hello? Are you back? Do. Okay. I need some more coffee. Video mode, let me see. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait to go for a bit of a break. You were fishing in Erangel today without permission. Punisher, is that like, I'm a little bit confused by what? Bro, which PMPL do you think has the most PMGC level teams? I think all PMPLs have the same amount of PMGC level teams. It's all determined by how many each region gets, right? You know? Yesterday was your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lena. Happy birthday to you. Wait. I've got even better. Wait. That's for you, Alina. That's for you, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, you gotta have a laugh, right? You gotta have a laugh. Thank you very much, Anas. Much love to you and all of Malaysia. Hope all is well out there for you. Hashtag Team Seeker OP, Anas. My birthday was 10 months ago today. Ellen, I think that's a little bit, just a little bit past your birthday. Just a little bit. Oh, man. Gotta have a laugh. Gotta have a laugh. Oh, man. Gotta have a laugh. It's actually gonna be, what, my birthday's on, what, the 17th of June? So my birthday's in like a month and a half. Shit, bro. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. You are the best caster. Love your casting. Thank you very much, for Rangers Mohit. Much love to you. Much love to you. July the 27th. Then yeah. And by the way, whoever asked if I have any idea about PUBG Mobile India, no, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue when it's coming. When it's coming out. Sorry, but I am not privy to that information. How old am I? How old do you all think I am? If you don't know my age, how old do you all think I how old do you think I am? You want to be friends? Of course I want to be friends, Alina. You're a cool person. Of course. My birthday was 23 years, 7 months and 2 days ago. So Neil, are you just giving the birthday of the day you were born? A little bit confused. Yeah, how old do you all think I am? Super curious. And you know, feel free to throw genuine answers out there. 30 to 35, 34 to 35. Interesting. Imperium, you still eating healthy? Remember those beautiful meals? I am eating healthy. Hater, I am still eating healthy. I haven't had any takeaway or bad food since the end of January, and I've been eating pretty healthy. 26. Okay, Eric said 26. Muhammad, I think you're 45. Ellen, 18. Okay, now you're just going a little bit extreme. OPM 47. Jesus Christ, OPM. Fuck. Jesus, like 47. I know I have a beard, but I didn't think I was like that old. Jesus, I didn't think I looked that old. God damn it. 20, Alina, you're an absolute legend, but no, I wish I was 20. Okay, I'm 32, so I'm gonna be 33 in June. I'm 32 years old right now. I only feel 25 to be fair, but I'm 32 years old. So to be fair, hater, fuck you. So to be fair, Taz and Dante, you were both pretty spot on in terms of age, and same with Punisher that said 30, you know. Same with Tudorel. Okay, 40, I guess. Okay, not bad. Okay. If you were Asian by your look, you would be 50 plus, but for Irish, you can be anywhere between 70 and 40. So I love how stereotypically that's correct. That is, I'm gonna be 32 in July. Punisher, welcome to the 30s, man. You were right. Yeah, to be fair, you were pretty close, Dante. You were pretty close. Young at heart, you're damn right, Sneak. You're damn right. I'm young at heart. I genuinely feel young. I feel in right now. I feel in the best goddamn place in my life, and it feels good. Do you organize scrims for underdogs? No, I don't. I don't organize scrims. I just cast and stream scrims. Imagine 60-year-old and drinking all day coffee, heart attack, I guess. Hey there, I don't drink coffee all day. I do have a lot of coffee, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I am looking after myself eating wise, so it's okay. We roll it out some vices. Ephraim, big love from Indonesia. Much love to you, Ephraim, to you and all of Indonesia. What is your name on Instagram? It is my name on Instagram is EVT_Imperium. Bingo. Anyway, we're getting into the game, so this is the actual restart of the game. Let me just turn the music down. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of enjoying the fact that they're like, you know, wasn't the game. I was enjoying just chatting with you guys, to be fair. I don't know if I should, like, you know, just stream more just chatting. I like your tattoo. Which ones? I've like lots of tattoos, but thank you. Do you know your commentary sounds like Ray Hudson, but he's a football caster? Will you please cast the South Asia Regional Championships in English version? If I get asked to do it, yes, I will, Manoj. And thank you for the compliment. Much love to you. Imperium, have you tried finding the zone algorithm by studying code of PUBG Mobile? No, Miniature, because I have no reason to actually find the zone algorithm, because I don't think it really makes much of a difference to casting. I think part of my job as a caster is, yes, to maybe predict where the circle is going to go, but it's also about being able to give the reaction to the audience that the players might have on either a hard shift or an easy shift. So knowing the zone algorithm, in my opinion, just isn't really like that important. Imperium, we know you're young because you're still casting out from your mother's basement. You still, I wish that was the case, but luckily I don't. Yeah, of course, Alina, I'll follow you back. Maybe just send me a quick message saying hello, so I absolutely know it's you, Alina, just in case. Phase 1 is on the west in this game number 2 once again. It's a little bit more down south, so that southwestern island is more heavily in play, which can technically make it easier for the likes of Lakonostra Power, to be fair. It's groups A, B, C, and D for this game number 2. Can a demand follow me back too? Yeah, you can, Sneak. Doesn't mean I'm gonna listen. just being real. Don't I follow you, Sneak, though? As far as I know, I follow you. Hello, Mr. Editor. How are you getting on? I seriously love I just love chatting to you guys. You're an amazing person. Thank you, Samir. I seriously, like, you know it is, like, this puts such a good smile on my face, just being able to, like, chat with you guys. I'm still casting, of course, but being able to respond to questions and messages and have a laugh with you, it's brilliant. So one shot UDR, of course, dropping on the eastern side of the map as they normally do, and their rotation is going to be pretty solid because they can play basically around the cave side, so they can come from the high ground, the cave, and go into the northwest island that way. That rotation, I feel, should be a little bit quick coming out from them across the board. GAMELORD are going to rotate now onto the northwest island, where they will have to deal with Conqueror, who do have a little bit of a 2-2 split between Hatting and the compound down south. Hatting, Andy is playing for Conquerors in this game number 2. He's the newest addition to the side. I know that Hiroshi, they weren't happy with how Hiroshi was playing, and Vito's going to do a little bit of scouting across the Big Chungus Mountain on a buggy. Luckily, he's going to get away with that one, as it was just one player of RESQ that's around that area. Tika's going to be chasing. They're both going to be looking to take some shots, but Vito should be able to get away with that one. On Twitter you do, but not Insta, Sneak. Okay, send me a message and I'll follow you back on Insta, okay, Sneak? Hello, Warzone Gaming. I'm good. How are you? Hello, Lone Wolf. No early fights on Boot Camp or Paradise? No, because both of those two areas are pretty much like solidified by the two teams that go there. GSG Europe go to Boot Camp and Unicorns Love go to Paradise Resort, and they're generally, you know, established. So no team really challenges them in that area. I do think you probably could push GSG Europe out of Boot Camp if you really want to do. I kind of think that's possible. But for most teams, it's not worth challenging them, to be honest. Hey, bro, fan from India. Thank you. Hello, Varamus. How are you getting on, my friend? Much love to you, bro. Hey, you. Hey, me. GameLord. Now moving down into a strong position in the Northwest Island. Optimus Esports seems like they're going to go for a little bit of a rotation as Bardo. Bardo has played with Caster in the past, as far as I know, on RESQ. So they are familiar with each other somewhat. As far as I remember. Players and teams can change so quickly that it can be hard to keep up at times, for the most part. Name top 10 team in the world, your own opinion. Don't have a top 10 team in the world because that changes. That's going to change from tournament to tournament. I don't have a top 10. I respect pretty much all teams that I can. Waiting for Apex Legends Mobile, it's upcoming. Yeah, it seems to have gotten some pretty good response from the closed beta that they held in India. It's very exciting. If it's a AAA game that's being brought to mobile that will have a positive response, all that does is it aids in legitimizing mobile gaming in the mainstream. Now, as an esport, I wonder how well it's going to be developed, because Apex Legends on PC, I think, is being very underdeveloped as an esport. I think it's been disappointingly underdeveloped, in my opinion. So that does worry me about Apex Mobile. Phase 2 is about to pop up as Optimus Esports going for the rotation. Neymar, I don't know if he's AFK or what the hell happened to him, but Destiny are pretty much left with just 2 players up. The circle has gone to the west, so it's pretty much guaranteed going to be a Northwest Island finish once again. But, you know, Camp Alpha is obviously a lot more heavily part of this phase 2, and it does put a lot more pressure onto the teams who are now in the mainland between Gaijin Seraphim, Lakonostra MVP, Unicorns of Love, and Nexus. Even One Shot UDR, they've been somewhat, you know, slow in their rotation, but they do have plenty of space. Clash have added Calamos to the roster. It seems like Spicy maybe wasn't working well enough with their team. I don't know if they've taken away Spicy or if they've maybe taken away Luna. I'm not too sure, to be fair, but they have added Calamos, formerly of GameLord, as far as I know. As far as I remember, Calamos played for GameLord. Or was it Azure that he played for? I forget, to be fair. I do forget. Any news about Indian on PUBG Mobile Unbanned? It's not going to be so much a PUBG Mobile Unbanned, but it's going to be a new game that is coming out. Essentially a separate game, I believe, called Battlegrounds Mobile India. It's going to be made by Crafton, but it is going to be essentially the Indian version of PUBG Mobile. Unicorns Love move across on the underside of the bridge to put pressure on Nexus, and I don't know if that's an actual squad that just come out, as Eastern Stars and One Shot UDR are going to be clashing on towards the mainland area. Yeah, GameLord, that's what I thought, Sneak. Again, it can be so easy to not necessarily forget, but to get mixed up, right? To get mixed up. But the thing is, sir, this is not compatible with my 1+7T. I don't know why in every other mobile it's compatible with. Mobile games are getting of a higher model of required Warzone. That's unfortunately part of the reality of technological growth, right? As Nexus indeed now gets squatted up by Unicorns of Love. That's some strong aggression from Unicorns of Love, and I think much better as they decided not to risk that move across the river like they kind of made in the first game. Lanu of GameLord gets knocked down. Akashi is gonna go for the revive. Robs chucks out his smokes, playing on towards the uphill part of the Chungus Mountain is quite risky. RESQ are doing a great job of pushing out. Hyper gonna go in on his own with that scooter. Be careful, my friend. Be careful. Don't overextend. You have Tico on one side. You have Coyote on the other. Sorry, not Coyote. Wild Alone on the other. So that's pretty good. While Coyote covers the other side of the Chungus Mountain. So great spread and control overall coming out from RESQ. GameLord do make it into the Valley of Death. That worked out for UMBRA, to be fair, in the first game, so I really appreciate that from GameLord. And then move across into the upper ground area. Your favorite Indian PUBG mobile player? Don't have a favorite. So I don't have a favorite. Like, so many changes. You tell me about it, Sneak. Alicio, like, that is compatible 1+6 but not 1+7 ST. I don't know why. It probably will be in future. Now we come into the circle shifter phase number 3. It does center up quite nicely. So that kind of, eastern coastline of the Northwest Island is less accessible, but it is possible on the kind of south eastern side of it, to be fair, and it might not be a bad place. Camp Alpha and the compound across from Camp Alpha on the eastern side, I think, is going to be very important. Nice rotation from Conqueror. They're putting pressure on the Optimus Esports. The rotation for Optimus, though, to be fair, was pretty good and overall quite successful. I don't know if Conqueror maybe going to be looking in the direction of the coastline, because you tend not to see too many rotations come out across these games, so it could be a little bit of a caught off guard as Team UMBRA, Unicorns Love, fighting in the kill feed to see knockdown onto Beg for Mercy, and indeed they're looking to breach that compound held onto by the side of Team UMBRA. Nice play by Talon, however he's going to get knocked by a beautiful grenade. Fresh finds a confirmation on the Talon. Swave knocks down gone. So it is just 2 players up for Unicorns Love, because fortunately no revive came out onto Beg for Mercy. Andy of Conqueror is going to third party that one from the higher upper echelons area. So nice awareness coming out from Conqueror. Seal kill feed coming out as Panda lose their lives at the hands of Lakonostra MVP. Ked finds Swave. Nash of UMBRA is left on his own as PRZ is knocked, and that's going to work out in the favor of Unicorns Love. Nash, of course, Nash used to play for, I forget who exactly, but it seems like he is an additional player for Team UMBRA in the PMPL. That's going to require a little bit of time. I forget who Nash used to play for, but he's probably not a bad addition. The lack of experience he has, I think, in something like a PMPL might go against him for the most part, though. Okay, Lenore, can I ask you not to spam, please, guys? Guys. No need to spam, yeah? No need to spam. Please. Overall, great play by Lakonostra MVP. It seems like Alicio did get a good bit of work. Okay, Sneak, I'm going to mod you, okay, my friend? If you could just, like, just kind of slow down those messages. Just, can I ask you not to spam, guys, please? Still, it's not over yet for Pandas. They're looking to catch Lakonostra MVP off guard across the bridge. Will is under a little bit of pressure. XT onto the underside and the opposite end. Daddy. Oh, Daddy playing for Lakonostra MVP? I thought Daddy was finished in PUBG Mobile Competitive. Very interesting indeed. He did play with Will for a team in a previous PMCO. So he does have that level of synergy, and as he has played for Lakonostra or an iteration of Lakonostra in the past, as far as I remember. So there is that automatic synergy on board, and he's a very strong player. XT finds Daddy. Hikoni is going to take down Whiskey, and Whitey is going to get eliminated at the hand of Black Sparks. That's Destiny out of this game. 12 teams left, 41 players. Sneak, don't mute them, just time them out, okay, mate? Don't like mute them, just time them out, okay? Just time them out. I don't wish to I don't wish to hide people, because I appreciate the ability to support. Do not time them out, just do not hide them, just time them out, yeah? You know, because I appreciate you throwing your level of support, but just don't like spam, because I want people to feel like they can put their own comments and stuff like that, and it's gonna get read. Yeah, guys? Much love. Elisio is now left on his own on the edge of blue as phase 4 is of course closing in. There's lots of players and teams around him. He has plenty of first aids and a couple of energy drinks and stems that he is able to use, so he can hold on to this phase 4 for a little bit of time. XT is the only player from Panda can, I suppose, safely make it into phase 5. So, you know, Elisio kind of, for the most part, as Elisio finds Kuya, only really has to worry now about XT in front of him. He's going to get in the truck. It's a little bit bold and brass. Of course, he's going to be making a lot of noise, and it's a slow-moving vehicle. He has to disengage away from it as shots are being fired up by, I think, Gaijin Seraphim. He does opt to go into the buggy. It's less protection, but he's obviously a little bit faster, as XT might be able to find Elisio. But he's going to ignore it, going to play on towards the edge of circle. That could work out for Elisio. In time being, Unicorn's Love has begged for mercy once again, knocked down. Clash are looking to put pressure on them, but Calamos knocked down on his end. Hikoni is somewhat on his own. This is the edge of this phase number 4. Is there a deadline? There was, but because they set the time of games to be very crap, they've allowed the teams to swap or add to their roster later on. I don't know the full details, Sneak, so apologize if I'm giving wrong information. Akoni, the last player up for a Clash side, a very strong team coming into PMPL. Optimus ESPORTS did hold on against Conquer because Conquer opted to move into Camp Alpha, which is very risky. GameLord are in a fantastic position. That compound that I mentioned across from Camp Alpha. Yes, it's not all buildings. Of course, having a full team in that one building is very risky, but the next circle shifts down south, and it does hold on to that southeastern edge of Camp Alpha. The corner. The triangles. Yeah, the triangle? Yeah, the triangle. There you go. Okay, Sharif. Relax, yeah, mate? You should get timed out for that, but I'm not going to. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, something like that. Guys. Okay, you know there is such a thing as Google Translate. You're aware of that, right? Like, I can just translate that. Don't be rude, guys. Yeah, simple as that. Even if it's in another language, do not be rude. Great play by Fresh. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Unicorn's Love and Fresh alone. And then Beg for Mercy is going to finish that one off. Great play by Unicorn's Love. Fresh and Ked left on their own. 13 kills up 4. Unicorns of Love as they're down to 2. RESQ under pressure on towards the edge of the Big Chungus Mountain. GSG Europe making light work of them. His tick is going to get finished off this one by Conqueror of Andy of Conqueror. So Andy is definitely impressing a little bit for the Conqueror side. He's grabbed a couple of knocks and kills early on in this game. RESQ under a lot of pressure. GC Europe have to be careful as well. Ked onto Wild alone. Third parties across the way as they look to move down on to the lower ground area of this phase 6. Seven teams left, 19 players as Conqueror moving in towards the compound held onto by Black Sparks, but it's still a full squad. Marley's knocked down, so 3 players up for Conqueror as Andy is trying to shift away from the grenade that's thrown out. Vito in the back line. Reese is going to move in off the back of a push, comes in. Fresh is going to also take a part. Black Sparks as a third party comes on board. The Irish squad gets knocked down to the ground. Nice play from Black Sparks as they look to focus. They focus on the frenzy that's in front of them as Marley. They get revived up. Vito is thrown down, but he's going to get knocked down. Andy and Mario towards the side of the building as GameLord is going to move in from behind. It's a cluster truck. It's a cluster truck coming on between 2 or 3 of these teams. Andy's going to finish off one of the players of Unicorns of Love. Luffy onto Marley. You do still have Alicio Ciao Mariaing his way through as Black Sparks has defended against both GameLord, Unicorns of Love, and Conqueror to survive as a full squad. Don't go for the revive. It's not worth it. And now Alicio onto Luffy. Another knockdown. He's in one building that's on the edge of the circle. He could claim the chicken dinner for his side. He's on 3 kills. Keeping the pressure on the Black Sparks. Alicio, he's a one-man wrecking machine. He's a one-man army in the final moments of this game. GSG are not looking too good because Angelito's on the high ground. He has to try and move down. And it's not going to be easy for him. And for Black Sparks, they're pinched across the road. They're pinched outside the circle. This is realistically Alicio's for the taking. This is pretty much if Lakonostra, Alicio can push back Black Sparks in the right way. That can be a chicken dinner. And Sanhok and Alicio once again onto Luffy. Belen's getting caught out. It's a 1v2 coming into this phase number 7. My lord, Alicio. You're playing as if it's a full squad. You're playing as if you are a full squad. Now into the open blend. Oh, unfortunately, Belen finishes off Alicio. What a fight from Alicio. Ciao, Maria, my friend. What an effort. Man, so close. I thought he was going to get it done. Maybe if there had just been a couple of confirmations from Black Sparks where they were down to 2 players, it might have been a little bit easier, but having that body advantage just made it a little bit too easy. Now, Angelito, he has to move down into the circle of phase 8. I don't think he's going to make it, to be fair. This is pretty much guaranteed to be a Black Sparks chicken dinner. They know it. Do they know where he is? No, they didn't. They didn't. But Angelito's just taking too much damage, and now his position has been caught out. He goes to find one. Belend is going to clean him up, and that is going to be a chicken dinner for Black Sparks in game number 2. Of course, Black Sparks may have won the game, but it's quite clear that Lakonostra MVP won the hearts of this game too. What a great individual effort from the last remaining player of Lakonostra MVP. Is it Lakonostra MVP or is it Lakonostra Mozo? Because I saw Mozo on Alicio's tag. What's up with that? What's up with that? Oh man. Hello, Hater. You're back. You missed it all, man. You missed it all. You missed it all, my friend. Say you, say me. Okay. Ah, I need to move my camera. I didn't realize that. Okay, interesting. Let's just look at the highlights. I need to move my camera up as well, to be fair. Enjoying my ice cream. I'm going to watch the game now. Oh, you have ice cream? Oh, that sounds delicious, man. Okay. I got told by production to move my camera up. Sneak, I have to go play my tier 5 classics now. Good luck with stream. Catch you later. Hey, Sneak, enjoy your scrims, okay, my friend? Enjoy your scrims, dude. Yo, Beg, I'm gonna make you mod if you can, like, you know. Thanks, Beg. Appreciate it. Okay, so 22 points for Black Sparks in that game, but Unicorns Love with 15 kills. Only 2 placement points, but the amount of kills they got rocketed them up into the standings of that game. Incredible stuff. Of course, Lakonostra MVP, Elicio single-handedly putting them into 3rd, and with those kills, 16 points in total for them. Ked with 7 kills, Fresh with 4, Beg for Mercy with 4. Can't argue with that one. What's your UDR having pokes up there with 4 kills as well? Can't go wrong with that one. Boat rotation is... A boat rotation is successful when you do it early, but you have to do it early, realistically. Damage stats, Ked at 889, Fresh with 834, and Lakonostra. So what's with Lakonostra Mozo? Elite, what's the Mozo, guys? Does anybody know Mozo? What's with the Mozo part? Is that something temporary, or is that like what? Interesting. Anyway, overall standings is of course Conquer with 215 points. Unicorns Love have moved up ahead of Destiny as well, to be fair, with 200 and... Oh, actually no, I think they were they always second? I forget, to be fair. Very close between Conquer and Unicorns Love. Hey, Tashi, don't be rude, okay, bro? Don't be rude, man. Okay, we actually get 9th to 16th overall standings. What the hell is going on here? It's a miracle. Very early. It's for fun? Okay. It's for fun? Okay. Okay, so it's for fun. Okay. Because I'm like, Mozo? Like Mozo? What's the meaning of the word Mozo? Interesting. Okay. Let's I'd say I say we see what the situation is with some kind of break, because 2059, interesting. So that means I'll come back 2057. You know what? I think I should go for a break, to be fair, because most made Q Imperium says it all. What? Okay. Huh? Tashi, they can generally speak whatever language they like. I'm not going to demand that they speak English, okay, Tashi? It's my stream. I'll be the one to say what language they can speak, okay, bro? Hey, Ben, how you getting on? Screw you, Ben. Screw you, man. Screw you. Oh, man, I don't want to go for a break, but I really do need to rest my voice, to be fair. So you know what? I'm gonna go for a quick break, but I will be back on your screens in roughly about 3 minutes, okay? Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back soon. Rip. I changed this. I changed the wrong scene. I just had to come back a little bit early just because the chat was so cool. First of all, Andy, much love to you, my friend. Much love to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on the PMPL opportunity. Agon, I love you. Suck my nipples. Beg for mercy, you're OP. I genuinely mean this when I say you definitely have the potential of being MVP in PMPL. Simple as that. And I mean that. For everybody else, just enjoy the stream, guys. Kaz, honestly, seriously, dude, my stream is not the place to complain about, okay, Kaz? Sorry, but I have literally no reason to want to hear about it, okay? Sorry, bro. You know, I have fun. I want to interact with people in a fun way on my stream, and I want to cast some good old PUBG mobile action. So, I don't need to hear about it, Kaz. Sorry, bro. Yeah, sorry, bro. I don't need to hear about it. So please do not keep going on about it. Okay, we're going to be getting into game number 3. It's our only Erangel game of the day as well, to be fair. It's going to be, of course, involving groups A, B, D, and E. That playing path. Actually, I didn't write down who won game 2. I totally forget. It was Black Sparks. There you go. There you go. Black Sparks won game 2. So game 1 went over to RESQ. Game 2 went over to Black Sparks. Group A, B, D, and E are playing in game number 3, which is, of course, means that we are not going to have Unicorns of Love, Black Sparks, GSG Europe, and RESQ. No wonder the absolute bots that are the Unicorns of Love players are in this chat. Agon, I know, right? I'm gaming, bro. I'm gaming. Elena, you're back. Hello. Thank you for the follow on Instagram. Imperium feeling the reopening on 10th. Bro, I can't wait to get my haircut. I can't wait to get my haircut. It's gonna be a miracle. Simple's on full mood. Good to hear, my friend. Good to hear. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. That plane path was obviously a little bit more frustrating for the teams who like to land around from a Milta. It's why Conqueror are going for their split drop north of the river. That phase 1 is very normal to what we see many times in the past around that southwest side of the map. Grenade is thrown up by holes. Is not going to connect. Andy going in a 1v1. Andy, the newest member of Conquer, being given an opportunity. Formerly of X Team, he's played in PMCOs. He's a very experienced player in terms of competitive setting. This is his first PMPL level opportunity. Did he play EMEA League? I do forget. My apologies if you did, Andy, and I forget. Easy to forget, to be fair. So either way, it's still a great opportunity for him. Yeah, I'm gonna unsub now, pleb. Good. It means I get to appreciate my subscribers even more when you unsubscribe. Agon, don't make me take your mod away, Agon. I'm always here. Elena, you're OP, you know that? You're absolutely OP. I haven't checked out the video you sent me because I didn't want to make it too much noise on a thing, but on stream. But anyway, Andy with the shotgun, SKS, he's gonna get knocked down. Great play by Optimus Esports, to be fair, to send Bardo and Mazzino there just to kind of get that 1v3. And that is the unfortunate risk of kind of split dropping. It's less common in Erangel, but it can still be the case where you kind of get caught out. It will put Conqueror down to 3 players. Again, it was much better for Optimus Esports because they sent a couple of players forward, so they had the numbers advantage. I'll tell you, a team that I'm very worried about coming into the PMPL is RESQ, honestly, because I think the players that they've added, it's nothing against Crispy, but I just don't think he has the relevant experience that any team, especially RESQ, need to succeed in the PMPL. The chances of them making it to finals were already low enough. Adding Crispy, will that increase it? Short term, no. Maybe by the end, they might do enough to scrape in by the skin of their teeth, but I do genuinely believe that RESQ won't make it to the finals at the moment. But I'm more than welcome to improve wrong. Just because I think the overall standard across the PMPL EU West is quite high, and it's full of very experienced players. You know? I know ScrimFarm are also having their own roster kind of issues. I don't know if Clown is playing for them anymore. I don't know what the status is with them. That could go against them. UMBRA adding Nash, although it's a player added, they still have the stability of Talon, Sway, PRZ. As far as I know, ProLord is still part of the team, but adding an extra player kind of gives the flexibility, right? Nash does come with a decent bit of experience, so, and a little bit more than the likes of Crispy, in my opinion. But he will still require that level of integration and that level of synergy building. Andy, why did you have to die on me like that, bro? Andy, why did you have to die on me like that, man? I hyped you up as well. Well, I didn't really hype you up, but let's speak about you, bro. Andy, did you play the EMEA League, by the way? Lakonostra MVP calling Lipovka their own. It's going to be a long road for them to travel into the circle. They should be aware that QLASH will be in front of them. I'm not sure about Gaijin, to be fair, because I don't think they normally drop around there, or at least it's a little bit of a newer place for them. Still, they should thread with a little bit of caution on their rotation from Lipovka. It's going to be basically kind of very much a lack of information. You know? The good thing is that they can just rotate down to southwest, right? Sorry, southeast. They can rotate down to southeast. That's the thing about their rotational path. They don't have to go north of prison. They can go basically south of prison through Milta, right? Because the chances of a team being there is extremely low. Now, they might think that Rice Gang are there, or Rice Gang might have gone there, and that is understandable. But to me, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let me just move my my camera down a little bit, just so it's down right. Okay. Oh my god, I need to change the title of the stream. For God's sake. Okay, cool. Done, sir. Done. Okay, cool. Now let's get into this game a little bit more. Tashi Agon is here because he's not playing in this game. His group is not playing in this game. I don't know if you know that and you're just trolling him, but I would like to think that's the case. Otherwise, all the info, including map order, groups, and list of teams, is in the description. Optimus rotating down from Everest through the fields, trying to find a place, as Panda do have K2 in towards this area. UMBRA on towards the quarry position, going up against QATAR forces. Both teams spread out, but to me, UMBRA have a better position for the time being. I actually think UMBRA have a little bit of a better position. Phase 2 does shift down south once again, so that does allow the hills of Ferry Pier that Nexus currently hold on to be extremely more viable. Anas from QATAR forces does pick up a knock onto Nash. A good start for QATAR forces, but Shween is going to be returned by Swave. So that's even Stevens across the board, and Nass is going to get inside the sparkly Dacia. Now going to reposition onto the northern side of Quarry. That does make sense, because I think it's now important for QATAR forces to, for the most part, join up together. Wadia's already there, Anas on the other side, on one side, Satan on the other. But of course, PRZ from UMBRA is going to be in a position where he could support the rest of his side. Sway has to be careful not to get knocked. He takes a little bit of damage. The hands of Satan slows him down a little bit. PRZ could be aware of that if communication has been put down in the right way. But one thing I noticed right off the bat, that all three members of UMBRA are in one little patch. Smoke is being thrown out by Satan because he was aware that might have come into play. Great awareness from Satan. Great preparation. 1 second later, half a second later, he would have been knocked down. So really, you know, that's why I always say every single second counts. Every single second counts. Really, I didn't know. It's okay, Tashi. It's okay. Hater, I'm back once again. Hater, you keep coming and going. Why? Don't you love me, man? Now. Okay, interesting. Why did QATAR forces attempt to move away like that? Why? You already repositioned once, and you didn't do anything with that reposition. Do you think trying to disengage so quickly is going to be successful for you? Really poor decision from QATAR forces. Very poor decision. Satan's now locked inside Quarry on his own, and I do believe UMBRA are kind of aware of that. However, Nash moving in on his own could go against him. I don't think he has any real idea Satan is going to get that knockdown. Now he's going to have to be careful. He does look for the confirmation now. Swave coming in from the other side, but Satan is going to get knocked down by Talon. Working pairs. You know, just like freaking Noah's Ark, you work in pairs. The animals went in 2x2. Hurrah, hurrah. Well, the PMPL teams worked in 2x2s. Hurrah, hurrah. That's, you know. Eastern Stars now going up against Mazzino. Capahala, Acapulco with the UMP. But it's going to leave Octavian on his own, unfortunately. Going up against OPTIMUS ESPORTS. He's gonna go in, sends it in, goes in for the passenger side, but Caster is waiting. Goodbye, sweet Prince. Eastern Stars are taken out of the lobby. The phase 3 shifts over to the west once again, puts more pressure onto the eastern side of the map and the eastern side of the circle. Nexus going for a quick rotation. GameLord is going to have easy access to the western side of the circle, or the northwestern side of the circle from their position that they currently hold on to. Lost Bulla are looking pretty good, sending a lush forward, and Lakonostra MVP going to be under fire at the hands of Conqueror. Daddy's knocked down. Wheels in a vehicle. You have Danny up around that area. There's a separation on Lakonostra MVP's current position. Plus, they do have an opposing team around them that they have to think about. In the vehicle they go. I like the fact that they're not in any way, shape, or form looking for the revive on the daddy. Sacrificial lamb, unfortunately. Sacrificial lamb. Yes, I do think Western teams stand a chance in front of Chinese and Asian teams, Mason. Yes, of course I do. Man, I don't know what's up with Destiny, to be fair, but there's a level of underperformance that's kind of been coming out of them lately, right? Whether it's roster changes, not showing up as a full squad in these scrims, they're you know, lower performance in the Unicorns of Love Exovernic League. I'm worried about Destiny because I have a lot of love for them, right? I have a lot of love for them, but no, man, I know. Emma Prone's down, trying to deal with the pressure at the hands of Lost Bull and OPTIMUS ESPORTS, all sides of them. Reese gets taken out at the hands of Panda. Vito's also taken out by Panda. Seems like that. No, it's not quite a squad wipe. I believe Marley's still alive for Conquer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, now he's taken out. Goodbye, Conqueror. And, like, it makes me wonder, with Conqueror going for a split drop on the northern side of the river, why did they rotate in that direction? Right? like, to me, it would have made sense that they came in from the northern side of the map, right? That they came through kind of Headshot Hills area. It's very weird indeed. The next circle does shift up the northeast. It does hold down Quarry, which is a very tricky area to play around, to be fair, because you don't want to be in the middle of Quarry. The only real, in my opinion, controllable areas of Quarry is the north and south side, and the south side is, of course, very much on the edge of the circle. So for now, to me, Team UMBRA does have the advantage. Now, GAMELORD, they're moving down to the southern edge of Quarry, and they can, because they've come in from the west, there could be that level of, hey, we can control that side, and should we have to reposition on the next circle, there's a level of safety there, but that's going to really require a lot of confidence from them. Now, on the eastern side, to me, this is not a good spot for Clash to be in. It is kind of very much a survival spot more than an actual controlling area of this current circle. You do have one shot UDR on towards the south side of Quarry. You have UMBRA on the north side, plus the last player, QATAR Forces, which I could still have an impact in players. RESQ Gang move on up. They move in a little bit too late. GAMELORD's going to take advantage of that. Knockdown onto Slight. Nexus is going to be left on his own in the warehouse. It's up to GAMELORD to push in. Push in they should. Grenades are going to be flying out. Victor moves forward. He moves forward. The knock on the Nexus comes through the hands of Robs. Good play by GAMELORD. Very good play. Sir, good night. Good night, Warzone. Take it easy, bro. The animals went in 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah. Just finding out if Maxon's gonna join me for the last 2 games as well. Hello, Robs. Good push from you and the team onto RESQ Gang. That moment, very good defenses. Panda trying to survive. ScrimFarm are out. The Panda will hold on to the southeastern edge of the circle as a full squad. More importantly, that's why I say more importantly. From either side of Quarry, Swave gets knocked onto Rob's. Good controlling aggression from UMBRA, looking to manipulate traffic on the Quarry region. It's very important, even taking shots on the poke. It's so simple, but you have no idea how much of a difference that's going to make to UMBRA's late game, because what that does is that allows them to suppress teams, dictate traffic, and really control the late game. It's going to squash the other teams around them against each other and allow UMBRA to survive until phase 8, phase 9. Depending on the circle shift, which, oh my god, massively goes up north. Swave was knocked down. GAMELORD under a little bit of pressure, but because they got the knockdown on the Swave, they will be able to survive, I believe, as a 3-person team. If not, a full squad. No, seems like it's a 3-person team. Man, there's one compound inside the circle, but nobody's there because they were all playing for Quarry, baby. Ooh, and all it is open field around this phase number 5. Mazzino's knocked down. GK the first working wonders as Panda wake up in this Erangel game. 7 kills they've got so far. The push comes in from GK the first to keep Optimus under pressure. It's important that he doesn't overextend and doesn't overstay his welcome, although it does seem like that's been the case, as being put under pressure from a third-party angle. Grenade is cooked up. UMBRA has PRZ left on his own with 1-shot UDR. Make it to the other side of the Quarry on the edge of the circle, up as a full squad. PRZ is going to run down into the bogland areas outside of Quarry. Hello, Akashi. Let's go, GAMELORD, and thank you for this cast, Akashi. Thank you so much for the super chat of €5, you absolute French maestro. Merci beaucoup. Omelette du fromage. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I just want to be super stereotypical. Thank you very much, my friend. And then now, Lakonostra MVP, Danny's up on the outside of the circle. GameLord do have them very much pinched in this area. I think it's actually GameLord still up as a full squad. I wasn't sure it was the case, as Danny's going to get knocked down. We'll have to prone down in time. Will's left on his own, as Licio did suffer a knock at the hands of GameLord. A great controlling push coming out from GameLord, giving no time, no room for Lakonostra MVP to breathe, to be fair. Coming in on the western edge of the circle, they have an idea Lunu's going to be moving forward. Going to be very, very careful. Will's trying to track the footsteps, but is indeed Will is going to get taken out. Even though he got the knock on the Victor, the manpower came on board. And that's GameLord coming out on top. They also have Narvalo, I think, is a player to replace Calamos as far as I know. So let's see how that will work out. I think GameLord have been kind of underperforming over the past couple of weeks. So I really hope that they kind of show their potential of really building their synergy in preparation for PMPL. Panda up to 10 kills now. It's like every time they come on our screens, they have more kills on board as they get another knockdown onto the members of One Shot UDR. Ulysses and Pocus now, the last two players up, and Ulysses gets knocked out. Kobe across the underside of the dip. Pocus prone down. He's going to switch on over to the UMP, looking to find one. Nearly finds it, but it's just too much for him to handle. And One Shot UDR wiped out. Panda into the top four, up as a full squad. It's an open field. There's a compound still in play and is still inside this phase 6 circle. There's a couple of hay bales that these teams are able to play around. It could work out for GameLord. Plus, they have multiple vehicles they can utilize to their nature. 13 kills now for Panda, as they look to solidify themselves in this third game of the day. As GameLord using their experience as players to spread out across the northern side of the circle. It's 2-1-1 split. It's very good for GameLord. They have the side angle covered on the Panda, very good around the tractor region. Of course, they are banking on this phase 7 moving up north in their favor. If it goes down south, because they're actually on a little bit more of an elevated position, it's going to be even harder for them to track it into the next phase. I think that's why it's even healthier, the fact that Robs is just a little bit more forward ahead and right. It's that kind of anchor point, that blanket, which will allow them to at least survive until the top 2, top 3 at worst. 4v4, v1, v1. They might not be aware of that. They do know that they have a strong... Both teams know that they have a pretty strong stranglehold, as a Lush and the last remaining player, Team UMBRA, are going to be fighting out amongst themselves. The Lush finds PRZ, but he's going to get put under pressure. Linnea nearly found a Lush if it wasn't for GameLord kind of stopping him across the way. The next circle goes towards GameLord a little bit. They have to reposition, but indeed they do straight away. Panda have to move out of the compound that they currently hold on to. Victor, stay there. Victor, 110% stay there. Even though it's outside the circle, you stay right there, because you're going to be able to catch Panda off guard coming out from the compound. I would recommend that GameLord look to send the third player into the circle, but I also understand that at this kind of circle, it's very risky for those 3 players to be up together. But no, they're actually going to have the full squad into the circle. I don't like that you need to have that off-angle player unless Victor can reposition. But all they've allowed is they've allowed Panda to send 2 players across the way towards the shack. Now, if Lush can be a little bit of a thorn in the side of the hands of Panda, no, that's not going to be the case as Kuo pushes in and takes down a Lush. Lanu's knocked down at the hands of Linia. That's going to be the controlling finish that Panda are going to be looking for. Is it going to be au revoir for GameLord at the end of this game number 3? As Panda, they're on 14 kills. Nice knock from Marvelo. Talk about marvelous from Marvelo as GameLord even things up. Even the revive onto Lunu will allow them to actually turn this into their advantage. The spread comes through. Rob's prone down. Marvelo's prone down. But I think it's important that Marvelo looks to stand up. There you go. Stand up. Stand proud. Stand tall into the attention of the final moments of this game. Lanu nearly gets knocked down. But it is going to be caught off guard with the side angle of Victor. Very strong play from GameLord. I thought it was going to be Arwa from GameLord. But it seems like they're turning their attention and saying, Boku do baguette onto Pandas. Another knockdown comes through. 9 kills and counting. Another grenade knock on the Pandas. Victor stands up. They move in. They look to take control. Q goes down. And GameLord are your chicken dinner winners in game number 3. They fully deserve that game. Panda also valiantly strong, aggressively controlling throughout that game, deserved 2nd place. Man! Woohoo! To be fair, those nades from Marvelo was absolutely fantastic. Rob's absolutely fantastic from Marvelo. I don't know who he is, to be fair. But he was absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. So credit to him. I've never seen him play before. I don't, unless he's a player and he's changed his IGN, you know. But wherever you found him, Akashi and Rob's fair play. Absolutely spot on. I think I might have Maxon joining with me for the next 2 games. Let me write down the winners of this game 3 before I forget. GameLord. There you go. Man, good start. Good start coming out from this game. I need to turn my light on as well, to be fair. And now let me just switch. Transition to the highlights at least. While the highlights are playing, let me just turn my light on. Boom. Yeah, just trying to confirm Max's attendance for the final 2 games. I said for him to let me know. The highlights of this game, honestly, Panda were absolutely spot on. Also, one-shot UDR. Overall, very, very happy with how one-shot UDR played. You know, I think their push on Panda was overall quite weak. They just thought the dip was going to be more successful for them, but we all know that, like, yeah. Don't know what's up with the transit. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so you're not going to give me any kind of stats? Thanks. Thanks for the lack of stats. Thanks for the lack of stats. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I have no stats to show you. Sorry, guys. No overall standings. No game standings. No kills. Ripperoni, pepperoni. Commands don't really work here, Tashi. Unfortunately, I don't have like any commands really set up. For Romanian Men, don't you mean Nexus for Romanian Men? Oh, oh. Also, technically, Nexus 3 Romanian men and 1 Romanian woman. You know, just to be super technical and whatnot. Okay. I do know when the next game starts, to be fair. Let me set a timer and then I'll know when I'm going back live. See, because it's not for around 9 minutes, you know? That's the thing, and I don't want to go for you know... Don't want to go for a break for 7 minutes. I don't want to leave these on a timer for like 6-7 minutes, because yeah, I don't want to bore you guys. I appreciate anybody. Yeah, of course, Tashi. I have a Unicorns of Love cup. I have a Unicorns of Love keyring. I even have a Unicorns of Love jersey. Let me show you. See? The Unicorns of Love jersey, and it even has my name on the back. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Ah, cool. Good thing, is that... The good thing is that, Max is going to be here with me for the final 2 games. So that's a feels good, man. That's a feels good, man. So on that note, I am going to go for a break. But I will see you all in roughly around 5 minutes or so for game number 4 of the day. So, catch you all later. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the, of course, PUBG Mobile Pro Scrims for Western Europe. We're heading into game number 4, and I happened to do a little bit of hunting during the break, and I came across a wild Pokemon that is Maxman. Very, very rare. So I grabbed my Ultra Ball, threw it at him, and I caught him. So I have a wild Maxman with me here to cast the last two games.
Man, you would have said I got my Ultra Balls and just added an S, and I would have laughed out, dying. Like I would have been dead. But yeah, thank you, man. It feels good to be back onto the PMPL Scrims for Western Europe. We had some big games, and you said that my Frenchy boys of GameLord won themselves for game number 3. So I'm hyped up to see what the Frenchy boys can do in game number 4. It's back on Miramar, baby. Woo! I don't know why I'm doing weird sounds. I'm a Pokemon. So if I was a Pokemon, what sound would I make? You know, baguette. Maybe something. Maybe
no, probably some kind of anime sound more than anything.
Maxman.
No, Luigi, you know? No, oh my god. You could be like, no, you'd probably just like make meme sounds or something like that, and it'd be like any meme sound you'd make. Like,
Snag! We'll go with stuff like that, man. We got the circle. Sorry, the plane path, should I say, not the circle. That's not a circle, that's a line. That's a segment, even, I might say. The plane path is going to be coming on through. It's going to be from south to north. What plane path did you add for the last Miramar game? Where did it go?
This is the first Miramar game of the day. The last game was Erangel.
Wait, do you have 5 games on these streams?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, I thought you had 4. I thought you were like us club open script
That's
people.
why I said last 2. Because this is PMPL Scrims. Did you know that the PMPL includes 20 teams, Max?
What is PMPL? Explain. No, it feels all good, man. Though I gotta say, I do not have any audio on the feed. I'm being sent.
It's fine. There's no audio at this part of the game.
Oh, okay.
It is on. You should hear it. No, it's cool. It can be a little bit confusing to begin with. For phase 1, very much complements the playing path, pretty much for the time being. Like, all of the teams are inside the circle, but there's quite a bit of a cluster between Los Leones and where Nexus, Lakonostra MVP, RESQ, and GSG Europe are currently inhabited in around that area.
Yeah, between San Martin and Picardo. I'm intrigued. Lost Bullet. Are they truly lost? They're not Lost Bullet anymore. They're just Lost People. They're in Lost Ego's position right now.
I like
with a very, very early drop. You like it? Okay, fair enough. I'm more. I don't know. I don't want to sound too mean, but it's a position where I think you're taking a risk of getting gate kept early on if you have a team that drops very close to you. So I don't like risk taking that early on into the game. That's okay. We'll see what they can do. But though you talked about a few potential clashes happening in Los Lunes in between Picardo and also San Martin. So because of the Phase 1 circle, I'm not expecting too much to really come of it. I'm just expecting teams to maybe dissipate a little bit more, get in the good positions. And why Imperium? Did you just turn my mic down? My audio down? Did you just
Yeah, because Kaz said you were too loud, so I just turned it down and
Am I too loud now? Am I too loud? There you go. That's what you get.
Could you by any chance like mute him? Just mute it completely.
Okay, I'll leave. Bye.
No. Come back. I need you. Yeah, so like I just think for the most part these rotations across the Miramar map, bar the little bit early action, I think it's just going to be relatively like slow and to the pace because most teams are already inside the circle, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty slow one. Most teams are in circle. They might have a few slow rotations. Unfortunately, with this kind of circle, you can't read entry points. Phase 1 circle is one where it's very hard unless the playing path is very focalized on one of the cardinal points. If it's very northern, southern, eastern, western, one of those kind of positions. Here, the playing path was literally split down the middle of the Phase 1 circle. So you can't read an entry point. All you can do is research, know where teams like to drop, what is their favorite drop location, what are their main rotation pathings, and act accordingly. But here you can't read circle. This is impossible.
But I think this is where this is, to be honest, a very good test for the teams, because I think that's going to be a really strong element of PMPL is being able to utilize the experience of you know, research, and, you know, looking back on how teams do drop and rotate and knowing that. So an IGL in PMPL is or a team as a whole in PMPL, if they know that, it's going to give them somewhat an automatic advantage against 3 or 4 other teams around them, right? That might not have that information and could get caught out. So, you know, this is a really good test for the teams to really either, you know, go, hey, well, how do these two teams rotate? Because if they don't know that in PMPL, man, they're going to be lost.
Yeah, it's going to be an idea to see how they can perform while heading into the unknown. So we're going to be having a fight currently happening. It's going to be GSG Europe, Lord to the front line. Nice shots, nice spray, Bloom shots onto the M4. And he's going to go for the little potential bonk onto the head, go straight to Horny Jail, and that's going to be an extra kill over to GSG Europe. Good start. I mean, it was a 1v1. It is down to the wire, and Law picked that 1v1 without losing any HP, so he was definitely prepared for that fight.
And I like to see that from GSG Europe, because I think one of the things that has, or to me, the one thing that's like stopping them from maybe solidifying themselves as potentially top 5 in the PMPL is their lack of aggression. Right, and I know this wasn't really like an aggressive team fight, but that kind of little bit of, hey, I'm going to take this engagement in a 1v1 and winning it, I think that's a really positive sign. I've seen a little bit more aggression from GSG, and I kind of want to see more, because I think it's something that they're lacking heading into PMPL.
Every time we say the word lacking now, I think of Lakonostra. Every time.
Oh my God.
It's never going to stop. Again, so I want to ask you, because you've been casting a lot more of these games for PMPL, PMPL Scrims. What are the teams that maybe impressed you as of recently? Like, what are the teams that stand out to you as, like, you know, all PMPL? I think these teams could be top of the leaderboards. Do you have a few of those, or not yet?
Yeah, Clash, Unicorns of Love, QATAR Forces, Eastern Stars, Nexus, and Conqueror. I think those lately.
I think you have 20 teams in the lobby, so you got to keep going. That was not enough.
Like, Well, see that like you. That's the thing. Like, it's hard to pick just one or two. Even it genuinely is standout. If I was to pick, like, let's say one, it would be outright Clash. Now, the thing that's holding them back, not holding them back, but can potentially hold them back, is the fact that they've added Calamos to the roster. So that's going to take a little bit of time to integrate synergy. And on a side note, Calamos, formerly of GameLord, so there's that level of like, we stole your player away from you.
Yoink.
You know, yoink. Yeah, so that's the only thing that I think worries me a tiny bit about Clash, but they've proven to be extremely consistent in games. So I no doubt that once they have a little bit of stability in synergy with the addition of Calamos, they'll be back to their best.
Yeah, I mean, they did also win the... I was going to say Clash 2, because they actually won the Unicorns of Love X-Savernic event. But that's going to be the fight with GS Europe, and unfortunately, Unicorns of Love pushing the open. Aegon is going to be going straight back to the lobby. As do you want to push this? You understand this compound is taken. You don't know how many players are in this current building of the chapel. We know for a straight up fact it is going to be a 2-man crew, potentially even a 3-man. I think there's maybe one player who wasn't able to spot away, but I think it is a 2-man. So Unicorns of Love. Yeah, it is a 2-man then. So Unicorns of Love, after losing a player, typically you would look at this like, we do not know how many players are on this one. You should assume always that this is a 4-man team. And because of that, you know you don't have the advantage. You're pushing in open land. You should not take this fight. And being very critical, it's phase 1 circle, Miramar. You don't need to.
Yeah. Also, Unicorns of Love are used to holding this position. You would have think that they'd have the experience to find the right positions to engage that position, right? Whereas, it's like Agon was positioned where he wasn't expecting somebody to be on the top of church. Come on! Who isn't going to have a player on top of church, right? You have a player on top of church when you hold that position. So I think that was definitely a surprisingly poor mistake from Unicorns of Love. And Agon.
Yeah, I think it was... I mean, a mistake. I don't know. I would just say it was somewhat unnecessary and also unfortunate because Aegon was just there trying to scavenge like, oh, well, there's someone on the roof. To be honest, but yeah, you should always assume there's going to be a player on that roof because it's such a good position for scouting, and you know that if he's got the angle, he's going to bite, and he's going to try and take you down. Also, simple mod in the YouTube chat. He's trying to do like on the scrims earlier where he was trying to tilt me and show me emojis of food because I was hungry. I ate sushi, okay? I'm feeling real good right now. So simple, that does not work anymore. I've got my blue eyes white dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? That does not impact him anymore. You got to try something different.
Good try, Simples. I'll give you an A for effort. A for effort indeed. But now credit to Unicorns Love. They did disengage and they have repositioned to another area where hopefully they'll have a little bit more awareness and preparation for teams rotating around them coming into this phase 2 that had popped up 30 seconds into the blue zone is going to start closing in. GameLord, very heavily spread out across this Miramar terrain. They do have Conqueror in front of them, which Victor, fair play, found a knock onto Marty.
Wait, Dexter, what? What? Did you see that skin he was wearing? Is like twice in size. That is not okay if you want to be a sneaky guy. Though Reeves off angle for the side of Conqueror. And already got 2 players down. It's going to be Andy. It's going to be Marley also. So things aren't going to be looking too good. It's going to be forcing Reeves to jump on over. He just roll over Victor. I mean, I guess so. Okay, but Reeves is going to give it a shot. I understand because it is a 2-man team. They're bleeding out. You want to try and go for the res, but this is clearly not worth it. If this was PMPL, this would be unnecessary from Reeves. I would say you never go for that because that might be the difference later on in the event between you making, I don't know, 50k and losing 50k. Literally, that is the kind of move we might be seeing going badly for them. Reeves, nice net. That's a really good grenade in terms of the cooking time, and we'll get a little bit of tick damage. Unfortunately, there was a lot of movement on the other side from Victor. So it was not going to be knocked away. But Reeves, we know how good this guy can be in clutch scenarios. So, GameLord, even though you're looking really strong as of recently, you just won a game 1 game ago. I would not get overzealous versus Conqueror whatsoever.
No, but you know, I like the aggression and control that's from GameLord, right? They got 1 knock. They found a second. Why not go in for the full push, right? It's as simple as that. And then on the side of Reeves, hey, look, these are scrims. I do respect the fact that he's challenging himself, right? As Reeves gets taken out. Good grenade by Robs. GameLord come out on top. 3 easy kills. And they control a stronger position inside the circle.
Yeah, just go back what you said. Really good point you just mentioned there. Limit testing, of course, you're coming into this. You want to try and test your limits. You want to see exactly what you're going to be able to potentially do and what is not going to work out for you hitting the actual official games of the PMPL. So yeah, Reeves, you know what? Full respect. He tried something quite frivolous, I would say. That's the first time I used that word in casting. Frivolous. Man, I feel like I could wear like a pair of glasses and be like, oh yes, I'm going to read my 5th book of Harry Potter today. Yes, Wingardium Leviosa, they might say. But we're going to see Wingardium Leviosa moving forward towards Clash, I believe. It's all pixelized. It looks like Minecraft on my end. But
really? Does it?
A little bit, but that's fine. I can guess because I
like
feel
I can send you the clean feed thing.
I got the link with Clash. We're French, so I know it's Clash. It's going to be Trader again for the frontline push. Nice bloom shot. Unfortunately, going to be a little bit too much for him to deal with. It's going to be MZ. He's going to try and just wrap around, try and render that defense set up by the smoke and a tree to absolute nothingness. And that's going to be it. They get themselves the kills, and that's going to be a nice big win going away off Clash versus, I think that was RESQ.
Yeah, no, it was actually QATAR forces that they took out. And just something... yeah, no, okay, let me give you the clean feed link on the side now. But something really simple that I want to point out, and I know it was obvious in that situation, but Clash had a player knocked. They, in no way, shape, or form, went for the revive. They pushed it because they're like, you can just get the revive once you squad wiped, right? So many teams don't do that. They'll slow down. They'll look for the revive. It's like, no, you got the momentum. You're winning a team fight. Close out the team fight. Job done. As you do get into me sending you the clean feed, we have 3 teams inside this compound.
Yeah, 3 teams are going to be into this one. It could have a little bit of a big fire putting over here. But now I can't even see anything. But that's fine. I see some things burning. They're having a barbecue over here on Miramar. The shots are going to start to get exchanged away. And we'll see how things are going to be coming on through. Thank you very much. You can close the stream if you want. And then we should be good to go. You go for it.
Let me just know the, or actually I'll let you know the time, or we'll let you know. I'm on 14:05, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
yeah, 12, same time.
13, cool.
Okay, there you go. Now we're going to be moving on to another fight. It's going to be with GSG Europe. Unfortunately, Andalita already taken down. The nade is going to be clean, able to secure that extra kill onto Levi. So down to 2 is Law and Kamara. As they're going to be in a position to... In terms of the circle, it's pretty strong, but man, the nades are just so easy to hit. This type of building is elongated, and if someone is hiding, you know exactly where it's going to be. You know exactly how to pop the nades. GameLord, that's going to be already them up to 6 kills, Imperium. An absolute banger of a performance. And on the Miramar, game 2, so really big heads up, but... It's going to be Law of GSG Europe and also RESQ along the other side. This is going to be a big fight once again going the way of GameLord.
Like, GameLord still have a player on the high ground, right? Supporting them now. It could come to a point in this fight where they need to actually send that 4th player in, because it comes to a point where your teammate can't support you if you're actually pushing. And the reason why you have a supporting player in the backline is if a team is in some way pushing you, so you have, you know, you're baiting the opponents. But if you're pushing in, that support player becomes less effective. Ursula New sending RESQ back a little bit, but is going to suffer a little bit of damage. Robs is still knocked down and had to get revived up by Narvalo.
I feel bad for Law here. It feels like he's the kid in between a divorce of 2 parents, and he's like, please stop. But at the end, he got double Christmas, so it's all win-win.
I was just going to say. 2 Christmas?
2 Christmases? Epic W? Please, yes. The circle, this is a pretty big shift. Not in terms of the terrain in general, but because of where the teams were positioned. Yeah. So, also the likes of Optimus, Baldock Caster, they're going to be moving their way forward. They're going to be having an interaction with Clash. I think the MZ and Trey's are a little bit too split away from each other. I would like them to regroup as a proper 2-2 split for the time being. Especially on the position as fast as possible. But now it's going to be Law in the middle. He's hitting all the gunshots coming on through. Victor's going to be the one knocking on the door, but he's not even going to knock on it. He's going to get absolutely teared down. GameLord, it's going to be Linu and also going to be Narvalo. And now everyone's going to be pushing away from this location, and it's going to be RESQ. But look at that. It's time to fight back from Law. And after the divorce, he's going to be like, no, this is my house now. I'm taking everything for myself. You get nothing. There's going to be 1 player of RESQ still inside the building. He hears the footsteps. He's going to reload. He's got 35 bullets up and ready to go in the face of his opponent, the last player of RESQ. And they're ready to fly on by Imperial. What a fight from Law. The timing was spectacular. And now he's down to 1v1, but RESQ Gang, they hear the shots like, maybe our compound next? I mean, probably.
Yeah, but then again, they're pretty far away from the circle, so I don't think it's really worth it considering the phase 4. Blue Zone is closing in. Grenade is fired at by Law. I fought Law and Law won, but Willie went out against Coyote.
Okay, to be careful there. Going to be behind the wall, trying to peek his way forward. Use the third-person perspective to his advantage. Going to be going face-to-face with Law, and he clears it out. We had, what was it, 5 players, even potentially 6 players of 2 different teams, and yet Law is the one to stand strong, come out on top, and take the W. Big showcase from him as GS Europe keep their hopes alive, but that's not going to be the case for Detati as he's picked up, as he jumped out from that car, I would say, a little bit too prematurely, unfortunately enough, and it's going to be face-to-face with Optimus.
I think what's weird is that my timer is actually ahead of yours now. It's weird. So can you just read off your timer, please?
My timer, now I'm at 41, 42, 43, 44, 45,
okay, go on, continue.
47. Oh, okay,
continue,
sorry.
my friend.
Okay.
Weird. It's weird. That's why kind of screen sharing is a little bit weird. Is a little bit better, but I know your internet isn't the best. So yeah. It's all.
Hey, what do you mean my internet? Maybe it's you on knows Discord, to be honest. We're going to be honest in here.
Yeah.
It's Discord. It's Discord's like, oh, streaming Minecraft? Oh, Minecraft, you like cubes? You like pixels? It's like, no, bro. Like, no. It's PUBG. It's like, oh, yeah.
Is it Roblox?
No, not that game, please, no.
What?
Horrible.
Wait, if you can say why Minecraft but not Roblox?
Because Minecraft got respect. It's a good game. PewDiePie, play it.
Oh, shut up. Okay. You know what?
The circle. Yeah, you know, I was going to say, you know what? Might be time to talk a little bit about the circle because this is a big shift. It's going to be going down south. Forcing everyone a little bit closer to the southern side, into the northern side, should I say. That's where we are currently. It's going to be ScrimFarm into that one. Also known as early as Daos Legion, weirdly enough. But you know what? It's going to be ScrimFarm. And Optimus, how are we seeing ScrimFarm getting obliterated like this so easily? Because this is an off angle. It's Clash. They're holding everyone down. They're going to be on the edge of the circle. It shifts heavily away from this high ground position. MZ is going to be close. It's still easy for Clash to have a somewhat good rotation point. With ScrimFarm, Optimus, and even Eastern Stars, they're going to be in a world of trouble if they want to even just fathom themselves actually get into the circle.
Look at the balls on one-shot UDR, right? 2-2 split into 2 compounds that were inside the last circle, and they still hold on. Will they opt to join up as a full squad? No. What I do like is that they still have those 2 players for the time being, and then the 2 players across the northern side inside the circle, right? Across the road, that anchor point in play. I would prefer 3-1 split, but if it's out in the open, maybe that 2-2 is just a little bit more viable because you could still lose 3 players out in the open like that. Time will tell as Optimus are trying to deal with Clash, but Clash are getting the better of them.
Damn, Tracer was having an absolutely sickly spray. You know, that player on the opposing side was in the smoke, so really good shots coming out from Trazen. But Optimus will be able to win it out, and ScrimFarm are goners. Out in 10th position, down now to single digits. Everyone's going down. Poles picked up, Caster picked up. Bardo is going to be able to now wrap around to the northeastern edge, but I still think it's going to be a little bit too much for him, as now you can see in your picture, got a big team fight clash currently happening towards the gas station. It's going to be Lakonostra MVP as they eliminate the entirety of RESQ Gang. Big stuff. It was a close one, but Daddy still remains.
Yeah, Daddy cool. And you know that's Daddy of formerly the real deal, and he's played with Will in a previous PMPL before, so it's good to see kind of hopefully that level of already built up synergy and experience will allow Lakonostra MVP to really succeed in the upcoming PMPL. So I think Daddy is a great addition, and I thought he'd retired from PUBG Mobile Competitive as Eastern Stars are pushing in on the outside of the circle.
Feels good to see Daddy here once more, but see what they can really do. As Eastern Stars, this is one of the big teams. A lot of support going their way. And Trazen, whoa, man. They got the tippity top of the mountain going for a great spread. I love the spread of Clash. This is amazing.
And you mentioned a really good point of MZ, right? Because he was so close to the edge of the circle, he was already that anchor point, which allowed the other 3 players to kind of play on the outside of the circle and, you know, deny all the teams around them on the back so they could focus then on the front coming into this next phase.
Sanhok from Black Spark's going to have to move away. The circle's going to be pinning them up against a wall. Octavian, no way! No
What?
way you
Come on,
escaped from that
Tracer.
with your life unscared. Oh, no, okay. I was about to say, there's no way that happened. Picking up one. He's just going fishing in the open. Instead of picking up fishies, he's picking up humans. That sounds a little bit... That's maybe sounds a little bit more evil than what I initially expected. But regardless, the circle is going to be also pretty evil for all the teams in this lobby except for UDR, because UDR is looking pretty good. And we'll be able to get the res on his fallen teammate of UDR. So that's going to be their shack to play with. Owas and Sebi could also join up if they really want, but I like this off angle. It makes sure the Lakonostra MVP are pinned in that position, and the moment Lakonostra start moving, the rest of UDR, boom, backstab, clear the entire southern position, and then regroup as a four-man crew.
And that's why I thought it was actually a good idea that it was a 2-2 split from one-shot UDR, because it was only a shack that they had play around, and kind of having 3 players in a shack is no real better than having 2 players, to be honest.
Can't invest all in a shack. Oh, they are. They're going to invest in all in a shack, actually. They regroup. Oh.
I don't really like that, but Luna's going to get knocked out by Fantastic, a Lost Bullet, so it's not over yet for the Lost Bullet.
Dead.
Boys as Lakonostra as well, playing in as a full squad.
To be honest, and I understand the move coming up from them because they were going to be the position in the blue first. They were going to be in the blue before Lakonostra MVP. So I understand there was that sense of urgency that they were like, okay, we're going to be in the blue before them. If they actually cross on over and beat the Shack team, we're going to lose. So we just prefer recruitment. Trazen, for once he's contested away by Daddy. Nice hedge on the Mini 14. Yeah, we're calling him Daddy all the time. Is it his name or we're just giving him a surname now? You'll have to try and guess in it now. It's going to be Lost Bullet. They found themselves away from Lost Hegos. They know exactly where they're about. They know their bearings. They have their bearings back in the game. But the thing is, they still got quite a lot of action coming their way. The smokes are good. When those smokes are gone, Imperium, that tippity top of the mountain from Clash is going to be there undoing. But Daddy is just being clinical. MZ is just going to be struggling. And he's just literally a few health away from death as Trazen gets picked away. Sebi's going to get it. UDR and Lakonostra MVP are taking ownership of this entire circle.
I did say Daddy was a great addition to Lakonostra MVP team, and he's showing it. He's proving it right now as they're still up as a full squad. He's also inadvertently benefited one-shot UDR because he's giving more control to one-shot UDR. Of course, the Lost Bullet are still in play on the western edge of the circle.
Bap. Gonna get a few nice little one taps. He knows he's gonna die, and he doesn't want to get the kill over, so he's gonna give that to the blue zone. Papa Blue's gonna pick it up. Still 9 kills. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna complain about that one. That is still 9 kills and a 4th position. Banger of a game for the Clash boys once more. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now it's going to be Lakonostra MVP, Lost Bullet, and also UDR Killers in the middle. And UDR Killers, they're going to be in the middle of all this. It's going to be an ice cream sandwich, and they are not going to be having fun. Nice shot from USS, by the way. And that grenade, he sees it. He has to move away. Takes a lot of damage from that one. But regardless, Fantastic is going to try and push their way forward. And I said it through. The moment those smokes dissipate, that is over for Lost Bullet. And now it's going to be Alush alone. Fantastic going to be confirmed away by Ulysses GG. And Alush knows that now his time is ticking. And the circle right on top of UDR Killers. Everything is going to come in their direction. And Daddy, another great grenade. He's the nade master. This is a red zone. What's going on?
But one thing I don't get about Lakonostra MVPs, they have a vehicle player. I don't know why they didn't send the vehicle up to the northern side, but they're going to push in. Oh my lord!
The molly, it was everything. A true barbecue. They got like 5 steaks and they were all gone. Damn. We're really well done coming out from not only just Daddy, like the entirety of Lakonostra MVP. I thought they were going to struggle a lot to cross that road, make it away, but the use of utility, the use of grenades, which is so fantastic on that shack. They cleared it away. They look at the number of players alive. They're like, we're 4 man. There's only 1 player alive. We're going to take control. We're going to try and, I would say, move away. You see the smoke. They know exactly where Lush is currently positioned. His game for him is to try and pick up a few kills. He picks up a nice knock. Go for the clip first. Go for the flush if you can. Did he get Panda away?
No way!
No, he did. It was an M4. I saw it, when it was blurry at the end. It was not a pan finish, but still Lakonostra MVP securing game number 4. And that was 5 kills, I believe, over to Daddy. That's a big showcase from him.
Yeah, a massive showcase. Like, I am a little bit surprised that they didn't angle a player on the kind of northeastern edge of the circle because they had a vehicle they could use. However, it is quite clear that they were very confident of where the other teams were because they push that area, right? So in that regard, as much as like, why aren't you sending a player on the off angle? They were so confident that they knew where the opponents were. They were like, look, we'll just push through, and they used the utility in the perfect way. So I can't really argue that it was super clinical from Lakonostra MVP.
Yeah, really. I mean, there's not really much to say. Lakonostra turned what I would say a hard position to move away from, a very sticky spot, into a great winning condition, because they were, from that position, from the road, with the use of utility, close enough to get nade range to the shack, and they could contest and zone away the entirety of UDR Killers. That nade that came out, and also the molly on top of it, they were just pinned down, and UDR Killers, I believe, and I might be wrong onto this one, but I believe to get access to that position, they used so many smokes, and they didn't have any more. So the moment that they tried to move away from that shack, they were going to die. So they were literally just pinned down, no option, and they were going to have to lose their life eventually in that game. So once again, Lakonostra MVP playing it really well, but Clash, I also got to say, I think that mountain play in general was really well executed. I want to see a lot more of that.
It was. Maybe, I think they pushed the shack a little bit too early, right? Or they didn't push as a full squad if they could have. There was a level of kind of like, yeah, we're good pushing it kind of, I wouldn't say one by one, but not in the same way as kind of even Lost Bullet push their area. So I think that's the only mistake Clash made. But other than that, doing what they did on the mountainside was, it was the best. It was really the best they could have done across the board.
You go, look at the kill feed. That molly coming out from Daddy, especially. That was the molly that did everything. They just pushed up. They knew Alish was there. He really tried to go. He tried to do it dirty. Was the pan finish? He really tried, man, but he didn't quite make it work out. 23 points. We're not going to keep on going with the 27 points. Kind of tendency of the club input scripts we had earlier. But Lakonostra MVP big in their showcase, and Clash, because of their kills, banger. They show up there with 17 points total, and it does tend to dwindle away pretty quickly after 7th position. Especially you got Blacksbox has got 5th, and I believe if you check out the bottom 8, it's not too pretty. I think a lot of teams died without being able to really put up a fight.
Look, you know, fair play to One Shot UDR. I think they played their position despite only getting 3 kills. I really think they played their positioning very intelligently, and having only 2 players in that shack was a really good call. The only change I would have made is actually, instead of sending the full squad into that shack, sending 3 players into that shack and having 1 player outside the circle, because he might have gotten a knockdown onto Lakonostra MVP, and it might have been enough to hold One Shot back, or hold Lakonostra back a little bit more, right? That's the only thing I think could have gone better for One Shot.
I think it could have worked out a little bit better for them, but
a little bit.
I just love these games like this. It's a good circle that literally puts no one at fault. It's literally anyone's game. If you rotate faster, you should be good. It was just a good game and good execution. I want to give respect to all the other teams, but I think everyone in that game had even chances. Literally, is a circle where if you say the circle not going my way, your complaint is non-existent. You're not allowed to complain. That was some of the best circles you could ask for a Miramar game. Is now going to be looking at the overall standings, and Conqueror going to be conquering still the tippity top of the mountain with 216 points to their name. But that was their last game. They're done so for today, so they might get contested later on.
For sure. We do even have the 9th to 16th. It's rare we see it, to be fair, but it does give us
I had it once today.
of a better idea. I know, right? Rice Gang are, and I was saying this like during the game, like I think Rice Gang really, I really am worried about them coming into the PMPL, to be fair. They have added some extra players to the roster, which potentially can get them to the finals, but that's going to really require, I think, a decent bit of luck across the 3 weeks for them to make it in. And even then, if they do make it into the finals, I think they'll just scrape by. So Rice Gang do worry me quite a bit.
Yeah. Though, has Eastern Stars changed logo. I really like the old logo. I'm sad. I'm kind of sad, man. The old logo
What,
is
like
really cool.
what was that? The hand with the red hand?
No, Eastern Stars had like a star logo. It was a
Oh, they
star logo that
did.
they had.
Yeah, maybe they've changed their logo. I don't know what the situation is, or
Yeah,
maybe.
I really like
Well,
that.
hmm,
Oh, unfortunate. But
well,
it's still cool. It's cool new logo. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. It's all fine.
it's cool new logos.
Oh man, nice logo. But do we have a bottom 4 or do we not have those?
No,
don't show
we
them?
don't have the
Nah,
bottom
we
four.
don't show them.
We're not
rip.
that privileged, to be fair. We're not that privileged.
One day.
So next game is meant to start at like in 10 minutes. So I don't really want to go for a break for 10 minutes, to be fair.
You don't wanna? Wow.
You got people watching in chat. I don't want to like bore them for 10 minutes. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. ScrimFarm with another freaking super chat of $50. My lord, Squirt, dude, thank you so much, man. Oh, that's his second freaking $50 super chat that he's thrown in. Man,
W.
kicked, man, Pog kicked. But here's what's hilarious is that he sends a super chat with a sticker, okay? And if you look at my stream, you'll see it with like the dancing pair, like, you know, on buildings, okay?
Yeah, I see it right now.
Yeah, and on OBS, okay? Because I have the restream.io like chat thing on OBS. The description for it on Restream, because it doesn't show the actual sticker, it says giant pair character waving flags and turning around, making the buildings in front of him tremble. Like it's like, it's such a hilarious, like, because it is a perfect description, but like you think he's actually typed that until you actually see the super chat on stream. It's just that always makes me laugh. But thank you so much, ScrimFarm, you absolute legend.
Pog, man, Pog, let's go.
Pogs.
Wait, what are the animations?
Poggers,
So
my
April
doggers.
6th, 13th, 20th. Oh, they said okay.
Yeah,
they're
it's
teasing
an
the
advertisement
scrims.
for the actual scrims.
Okay, so you got another week of scrims next week, right? And then you're donezo basically. Okay.
Then
I will
Dunzo.
unfortunately not be able to join up for those, so that'll be unfortunate.
It's cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and get my my wonderful co-caster.
Wonderful co-caster. Wait, I'm not wonderful co-caster.
One of
Wow.
my wonderful co-casters. Shut up. You
Yeah,
know what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
it's cool,
Don't.
it's cool. No,
Don't.
it's cool.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I just realized shit. Shit, I put my
Mister,
foot on
are
it
you
now.
gonna try and get Mister that starts with a J?
Mister that starts with a J. Yes.
Nice. He's gonna get Mister that starts with a J.
Yeah.
That's Pog.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna message him actually tomorrow, just because I want to see if he's available first before. He's a busy man, right?
Nice.
He's a very busy man. So you know,
A busy man. Yeah, he is a busy man. I'm sure.
I know it'll be he'll like, I know he'll do it if he can, because it'll be good training for him in terms of getting to know the team a bit more, and it'll be good for us building synergy a little bit and all that jazz. But oh my lord, I'm making coffee. Well, not making coffee, but I'm pouring coffee, dude. I got myself a filter coffee machine.
A filter coffee machine.
So like,
you
know,
just
like
pour your thing in it.
yeah, like so like it makes it like a batch of coffee and then it keeps it hot. Because it's like perfect for when I'm casting, because I don't have to like constantly boil the kettle. I can just have a pot of coffee already made and I can just pour it into a cup little by little and have that coffee, and it's like
I hate coffee, man.
Keeps-
It's like
Why, man?
because it's not good. It's like it's like dirt water. It's just
It's not there. Well, actually, technically, yeah, I suppose there's an element of truth to what you're saying. It kind of is, but
I mean it's a nut, I guess you would say, but it's not tasty. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, coffee is just, disgusting. I don't like it. The only time I've only ever liked coffee once, and it was when I was in Italy at the Clash Gaming House for like a week, and they made me try Italian coffee, and I was like, now that's good, and that's good.
Italian
any
proper.
an Italian proper coffee. It was made by the owner, like the owner of Clash Game made it for me. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you make me like any other type of coffee, I'm gonna be like, ugh, disgusting. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Fair enough,
When does
fair enough.
PMPL finals day start? The finals of the PMPL.
God.
Well, the finals it needs to be like sorted out. Actually,
Well, we haven't got the schedule yet, right?
I mean, we got dates, but we don't know exactly how things are gonna like inherently work out. Like, we don't know the intricacies of the setup yet, so we'll see.
Roughly about 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, simple is like Mr. Emoji Master. You give him any subject, and he'll be able to like just lay you a bunch of emojis to make sense. Like, if I say simple, if I say do some emojis, the link to a cowboy eating French fries. Go on. There you go. Cowboy eating French fries. That is your subject, simple. I'll give you a mark.
Oh my god. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. By the way, Will said fake French if you hate coffee.
I don't like coffee. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess I mean, to be honest, I'm a fake French. I was born in England, so I guess Will is right. I am indeed a fake French.
Nah, he's totally French.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm 50-50 technically. Even though I do have the French nationality, I was born in the UK.
Do you have a French and British passport?
I only have a French one because I could get a UK one, but I only get the French one, sorry, renewed.
Let's be fair, a UK passport is pointless. Well, actually, it could, honestly, no, it could be useful for you. I would actually think about getting a UK passport, you know that?
Yeah, I mean, like, Brexit would not impact me because I got...
No, but
in both.
If, hypothetically speaking, if you were to get a big event in the UK, hypothetically speaking, you would need a visa for that, right? So if you have a UK passport, you don't need a visa.
Yeah, okay. Cowboy eating French fries.
Why not be a good idea?
That's very simple.
That's very...
Damn, I didn't do it on purpose, actually.
Simples.
I didn't do that on purpose. I will give that a 7 out of 10 because it lacks originality.
I would give it a 6 out of 10 to be perfectly honest.
Whoa, hey, simple. I'm not gonna lie, man. You should leave and just mod my channel. Like, he just disrespected you on the completely different level. I would feel so bad for you, man. Brexit means Brexit. He's got a point. I can't argue there.
I can't argue there. Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
He's got a point.
Yep.
Rah.
Will makes a point. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Hey, if you guys have any questions, hey, do we do a Q&A? There you go. Hey, let's go. Let's do Q&A. If you guys got questions, hit us up. Let's go.
Any question in the world, we will answer. Any question in the world, we will answer.
Is that a jersey you're wearing right now? Or no?
No. It kind of looks like the Team IND jersey that I have, but
yeah,
it's just a standard white
the
t-shirt.
the fabric looked like when I was like, oh, I wasn't sure.
It's t-shirt that I got today for PMPL. Anything. Part of the clothes I got today. So it's,
ooh. Nice.
I
got my new suit tailored away, so that's nice. Yeah, sorry. Go for it.
No, just Kaz said he's going to travel to Europe and it's okay to travel. Good. Good. Well, what were you saying about your suit?
I got my suit tailored to my new size, so it feels good. It is nice and tight. Nice, tight.
Because if you don't know, Max is now a complete hottie, and he's a complete hottie. Max is.
I'm a hottie boy. Look at me. Now I need to keep working out. I had like a big break of my workout, but I need to get back into it.
I feel you, man. I've done
it 1 month without stopping, though. I was pretty happy. It's pretty pog.
Kaz, where do you live again? I live in Ireland.
It's an Irish.
Yeah,
boy.
are you two casting all of PMPL, or is there 2 others? We will not say what we will not say other than that we are involved in PMPL. That's all we'll say.
All I'll say is I'm free those days.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I'm available. Please. Tencent hit us up. We appreciate it. We also appreciate the fact that this game is started in here. So we're going to dive into the meat and potatoes of it all. Even though I've just eaten, I'm going to make simple regrets spamming those food emojis. And he's going to want to eat some juicy hamburger or something real nice. We'll see how that's going to go. But
Patrick, there's one more match to go. As you can obviously, we've gotten into it. It's groups B, C, D, and E. So all of the teams in Group A are not playing in this final game of the day, which includes Conqueror, Optimus Esports, Nexus Gaming, and Lakonostra MVP, the winners of the last game. So it's a little bit of a feels bad, man, that just after they win a game, they're not playing the final game to kind of continue on the momentum, so to speak. But indeed, that playing path is pretty good. It's a little bit southeast, but it shouldn't be too bad for most of these teams.
No, it's actually really okay. Unless your team that likes to drop towards the likes of El Pozo, it could be a little bit on the harder side of things. But I'm not expecting really too hard of a game. Unicorns of Love especially, they like to drop around this position of Trumacera. This is great for them. Though, because our forces, they're dropped on by another team. I can't quite see who it is. They're hidden underneath all the entirety of Qatar forces in Valdemar. So that might be a little bit clash. But you talked about Qatar forces earlier, and I agree. Like, I remember the very start, especially in the Unicorns of Love X-Savernic tournament, they were all about rotating. But as of recently, in the last few weeks, their micro level has increased drastically. Like, they take a fight well. So I think that they've improved on the parts that I think were their main weakness. And now they seem like a big team that is able to par up these top teams in the PMPL.
I agree. By the way, if you're wondering who VNVS is, it's actually Anas.
Ooh,
yeah. Because I was like, who's VNVS? Is he a new player? But it's actually Anas, but
Panda.
Yeah, it's weird, but confusing me, as Qatar forces and Panda are going to be fighting in Valdemar.
There you go. As you see the chat from Simple, he puts a hamburger and Imperium emoji. So yeah, love story. Love to see it, man.
Did you call me a snack?
No, you're not the hamburger. You take the hamburgers while you're rolling around on your epic bike. But
what? Oh yeah.
I took me a long time to realize what I was talking about. Jeez. But yeah, VNVS. So we're gonna call VNVS now. It's gonna be very fun at distance. It is very early looting, so unless he's very lucky, I'm not expecting him to get a good scope to be able to actually take a fight at that kind of distance. So I would like him to try and regroup, eventually see how things are going to work out. But while we're in the early game, not too much happening. You know that because you're using Restream, there's actually a delay on your stream?
Yeah, I know, but I haven't changed over to caster.io because it's a little bit confusing to me at the moment.
Yeah,
I made an account.
I'll teach you after if you want. I'll teach you.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind that, to be fair. I wouldn't mind that.
Sure. Now he's going to be exchanged. Uh-oh, Satan heard that one. He heard the bounce. Going to have to bounce away from that one entirely himself. Qatar forces, they're going to be in a pretty dire position, especially because the NVS is not going to be in that position. Kato is just going guns blazing. Panda just so no signs of restraint in this fight, at least. Just looking for the information. Where are the players? They have no idea. He's getting the information, but Panda is getting a little bit too solo. You need the backup of your team. Panda now losing on 2. The flash has yet to come on through from Katu and Kui. So they might be able to still hold on strong. And Panda, they're just losing everything in this fight. Imperium. Satan's going to be taking a few shots in the corridor. The smokes are now going to dissipate away, making it severely harder for Panda to actually take that fight. There's GK first down below. They're going to try and go for the res, but it's time for them to harass. It's time for them to go for the push. Take down the entirety of Panda. They're going to heavily regret this decision to try and get close to the likes of Qatar forces. Going to be taking a nice angle. GK first. That's a really good idea. Into the backstab. We have to get it done just here, but you've got to check on your right. He's going to be over there. He's going to try and roam so heavily. He's been so good on term of his speed, and he picks it up. Satan's going to go for the kill confirm. He knows it might be the end of Qatar forces right now. It's going to be a down to the 1v1 Satan. One bullet, and that is game over. And I think the GK first knows exactly that he has the advantage. He hears the pin from the grenade. Satan, you should never stay close to that door when you hear that pin grenade coming on through. The GK first is going to go for the heal off, and he's only got 5 bandages. So Satan is truly struggling in this 1v1. And now it's time to go for the push. Trying to go for the pre-fire with the UMP45.
Interesting.
He wants to go for the res on his teammate. Seemed like that's going to be the play, but I think that Satan can somewhat expect it. There's no movement. That means he's static. That means he's all healing, or he's going to go for the res, which means that now he's vulnerable.
Now it is a 1v2. On a side note, my stream is actually a little bit further ahead of yours on a side note, so there's a small delay from your side for the time being. As Satan moves around, he's going to get the confirmation, picks up 1 point before Panda clean up the squad wipe, and Qatar forces have been sent back to the lobby as Panda survive Valdemar.
There you go. If you want to count your timer, by the way, I'll try and adapt to it.
Well, if I'm ahead of you, you need to count yours, right?
Okay, so I'm at 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh, okay. Oh, 41, 42, 43.
Yeah. We're
44.
good. We're
There you
good.
go. We're good. Oh, sweet. Sheesh. Do you know the new meme Sheesh Imperium? Have you heard of that one?
Hey, what?
Do you know the new meme, like the new saying, like the new poggers, the new KW?
Yeah, sheesh.
Like sheesh. You just go like with a nice, like highly pitched voice, like sheesh. Just
Sheesh.
there you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
Well, so like you're saying sheesh after you've been kicked in the balls?
It's like sheesh. Yeah. It would be a little bit more high pitched, but oh, there you go. That's gonna be the fight coming out, and he was waiting. Clever's like, no. Just no, stop it. It's not okay.
Yeah. I was indeed sheesh. Destiny are a team that I'm also worried about moving into PMPL because they're a team that looked like very strong at the start of the Unicorns Love Exovernic League. They kind of went a little bit downhill towards the second half. And even in this PMPL scrims, haven't really looked too good, right? They've made, whether it's starting games as a 3-man team. I'm low-key worried about Destiny. I think they'll be fine for the finals, but the chances of them, finishing in the top 5, I think is becoming lower and lower unless they kind of turn this around a bit.
For Destiny?
Yeah. Yeah,
I know why they're not doing good. It's because in the Unicorns of Love X Savernic tournament, they got picked as the winning team by DK. And since then, everything's just dwindled out of control.
So you're saying it's
I'm gonna,
DK's fault?
Yeah, it's DK's fault. It's not, I think, I'm sure. It's 100% the case. Like, I saw him doing like a weird dance in the middle of the night, in the middle of the street, and he was just like saying, Destiny, win. But unfortunately, little did he know, that was actually the loss song and dance. So he made them lose. I'm going way too deep with this.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Oh man, I love trying to be Zoomer. Oh, feels
Zoomer's
bad,
a mindset, man. Zoomer's a mindset. You got the Zoomer mindset.
Thank you very much.
You're in the middle.
That's kind of low key worse, but I'll still take it.
Hey, bro, better be older only physically and not both physically and mentally, right? Because physically you can't do anything about it, but the mental, man, it's all there.
I can do something about it. I'm doing something about it physically. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, man, it's burgers are just flying in your face. Eat me, please! In the middle of the road, boom!
And I go, no matter how hard you hit me, I will not eat you.
Get away!
No, you shall not defeat me. As you get into this next circle, will the burgers fly in the face of the teams in this Miramar game?
Oh, I mean, we'll see. But Eastern Stars, they're going to be trying to get a little bit closer to the likes of Lost Bullet. Could have a little bit of a few bullets flying back and forth between these two teams. But Lost Bullet are just more intrigued in moving forward. And I can't believe I just said Bullet 3 times in like one sentence without even meaning to. So, it feels a little weird, not going to lie. Dead Center, La Bandita is a position that is looking really strong. There's a big chance of the circle ending up in that position. So the fact that Destiny are there before anyone else is big. You know that when the circles start to center up around that location, it's really hard to hold on to. So I hope that Destiny are just mentally and in terms of build also fully prepared to what's about to come.
Yeah, but this early in the game, phase 2 only, the northern edge is not a good spot to be, in my opinion. Plus, you see Lost Bull are actually pushing towards them. I'm looking at kind of the western edge compound of La Bandita as really the core areas of this phase 2. Nobody's there for the time being. GSG rotated through Los Leones, which is a little bit unusual, but I also appreciate it because it wasn't really in the circle on phase 1. It's not in the circle on phase 2, so it kind of makes sense. No team's really going to be there. And indeed, Destiny and Lost Bullets are going to be somewhat clashing together as Whitey's on the side of the wall.
Oh, no. But, how do you not get knocked by that, Clever?
So close.
Jeez. That was a close one. But you know what? Whitey is still going to be in a position to still going to be prone to taking nade damage. His feet are going to take a little toll. And another nade is going to be connecting Whitey. With that smoke, is going to give a lot of information away. Though, why did Whitey push down? When you know for a fact Lost Bullet were there.
Ugh.
What was the game plan? Like, now he's locked there, he can't move away. But like, what was the plan
I don't know why he
behind
moved.
that? I don't know.
Why did he move down? Yeah, that's the thing. Very poor decision making from Destiny. That's one of the things that worries me about them. To be fair, is the members of ScrimFarm are pushing in on towards RESQ. ScrimFarm a little bit disconnected over the last kind of couple of weeks as their rosters adjusting across the board. Are already lost to Tati, so it's just Woodson, Icy, and Spectre left in this game.
Nice nades getting chucked away by RESQ with the barrels going to be onto the front line. It's Nexus. Can be a little bit confusing. Got a team called Nexus and a player called Nexus, so I'm going to be all over the place with this one. He peeks over the wall. And Crispy especially, you got to look at him, right? The moment they push over, if they are successful in that push, Crispy should be the one to turn people away from that position. Really good nade from Icy, though. And Crispy's going to be trying his best to take those shots there. Yeah,
nice play.
That's the angle, and he's going to be instantly taken down to his death. Icy is going to be an extra casualty. Spectre trying to wrap around on the fight. This is a fight that normally, if you could, you would want to leave it. Unfortunately, they do not have the resources to leave that position. They have to take that fight head on. Spectre's going to be now knocked away. It's down to one. It's only going to be Woodson. And they're going to try and go for the res on their own teammate. But as I said, you cannot leave this position anymore. The moment you start a fight like this, ScrimFarm, you have to go all in. Because if you try to leave, they take the high ground position, you're in the field, and you're an absolute goner.
Of course, Slyke is a former member of ScrimFarm, to be fair, so he does have a little bit of experience against some of these players. The revive comes out onto Nexus. Woodson is left on his own. He does have a Thompson, but no extended mag. He's going to be different around the side, and he tries to survive, but at the end of the day, fair play to RESQ coming out on top.
So I'm going to give a pro tip. Well, not a pro tip, a caster tip, should I say, because I'm not a pro by any stretch of the imagination. If you want to push that building here, and I think we can both agree, Imperium, if you want to push that specific building, that specific compound, you push from the where is it? The terrain is that way. So you push from the western ridgeline. Yep. That is how you enter that position, because you got a wall. That means you are going to be somewhat safe from grenades because the wall is very tall and it's really hard to like chuck it right over unless you put yourself really far forward. Pushing it from the northern side is a complete death sentence. So I'm hoping that in the future we're going to see ScrimFarm, if they want to push that building again in the future, they enter it from the west and not from the north, because north is I mean, I think to this day, without even thinking about it, I see it very rarely. And also, I think I've never seen a successful push from the northern side on that compound. It never happens. Every time it works, it's from the west. I
totally agree. That position was just very off for ScrimFarm. Good theory, just poor execution across the board. And great defense from RESQ, to be fair, as they had multiple angles of control and vision that they were able to play around. Now, Unicorns a lot playing on the southeastern edge of La Bandita, looking to try and push back the members of Lost Bullets a little bit, suppress, sorry, not Lost Bullet, Black Sparks, and just kind of keep the pressure off Unicorns Love coming into the blue zone of phase 3. Now they're going to reposition, so kind of take a few shots, reposition. It's simple, but it can prove to be very effective. Unicorns Love definitely playing this game with a decent bit of safety on the final game of the day.
I say again, nice and chill, nice and safe. I mean, you have to play laid back, especially with a circle like this. Like, you're looking really comfortable. So I don't think there's a reason to be all over the place and trying different things. You just take it chilled. There's no urgency to the matter for now, at least. I love that message by Simple. We just overlooked it a little bit. Simple says, next weapon on PUBG, Emberberg. Biggest cause of death in Ireland, burgers flying in your face, man.
Winner, burger dinner, you know?
That, I'm not gonna lie, I would prefer that. I'm more of a burger person instead of, like, you know, chicken strips and everything.
Okay, interesting.
Macaroni and the chicken strip. Oh.
RESQ on the southwestern edge of the circle. I don't like the fact that they have their whole full squad, like, there. Right, there's no real preparation for the next circle. They've allowed one team to get past them already during the current safety of a building walls. But come on. It's like, oh yeah, what, you really think it's going to be like that for the whole game? You've got open open flat terrain in front of you, you can't presume it's going to stay there. They're still on the circle, but now they're going to have more teams around them, right? It's going to become a little bit harder for them to control if they don't move out, but luckily they're going to have GameLord. It's going to be on one side, Unicorns Love on the other.
Bandita finish, baby. Oh, this is a circle that I love because it shows how teams can perform at any stage of the game in terms of late rotations. That's what I really like about this circle, and I think it's very telling of how a team plays, if they like to go for position early or if they like to be a late bloomer. As of right now, the likes of UDR, really early rotation, moving forward early. I like to see that. Same for RESQ and also Unicorns of Love. Other than that, teams are tend to be a little bit slow. Black Spark, they're going to be moving around, just checking out and putting their feet into the kiddie side of the pool to check if the water's good and a good temperature. Then they go forward if they can. As UMBRA, they've been staying on that TPD top of the mountain for quite a long period of time. I would like to see that come out, but I mean, I say a lovely Molotov. I didn't even see how that came to fruition in the first place, but good Molotov indeed. Really good stuff. As Tick is going to be down 50.
Simply because RESQ left it too late to send players out. They pay the price.
Pay the price. Heavy. And taxes not included, by the way. Though, Whiskey going to be able to find himself one onto Aza. It's going to be a good start. No, he is going to be the last player of Destiny entirely. So if you can take a fight versus Clash that has been just wrecking the opposition throughout the last 2 games, he could be making a big name for himself. As Whiskey. Nades coming out. He knows exactly what positions are going to be good to hold on to, but Eastern Stars, oh, whoa. It's going to be third-party galore Imperium onto this one. Oh, no. The self-molly from Luna. You can't do that. That is so unfortunate for her. But though GS Europe, they're going to give the off-angle to Mr. Head. Oh, la. This is going to be GS Europe in a really bad spot. My true French nature came out when I said la. That's a very French thing to say. But GS Europe was only Andalita is going to be moving down, and you can see in the picture, that push is still ongoing as Whiskey is just going to be so damn close to an enemy, and he's going to be peeking out, and he actually wins it. Whiskey now takes all of the information of Eastern Stars coming his way. It's going to be in a 1v2.
No way!
Picks up 2! Oh! You must be kidding me, Whiskey! He's going to do potentially a 1v4 versus Eastern Stars.
Oh my lord, Whiskey.
Jump over. Jump on the wall. I mean, it's a 1v1. There you go. Jump. Oh, come on. I thought he was going to do it. I think he's predicting it also. The nades are coming on through. What's going to be the play for him? He hears the footsteps. He knows that might be trying to jump down. Kapahala, an absolute legend also on his own volition. The mollies, that's a really good molly. He's going to be forcing him away. It's a very small building, so there's nothing he can really do. The molly's going to be taking away his health.
No.
But does Kapahala know it hit? The thing is, if he pushes this, he does not know if the molly actually worked. It doesn't know if he actually hit. And Whiskey's going to have to be able to heal up. That looks like a really good grenade coming on through. He jumps away. He heard the pin. Good response from Whiskey. His audition is 10 out of 10.
No way!
Away by Kapahala through the smallest nook and cranny. And Kapahala gets it done for Eastern Stars.
Why loot, Whiskey? You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Why loot? Come on. Oh, great effort by Whiskey. Great effort by Whiskey, but nice aggression because Kapahala cooked up the grenade. He was trying to force Whiskey out of the building. He did. He heard the footsteps. He played off that, and it was a deserved win for Kapahala, holding on as he Binny bods his way through into the late stages of this game. 9 teams left, 23 players. The next phase is about to pop up, and it is towards La Bandita. The crater field is in play. That's helping Black Sparks massively. Now I'm wondering, will GameLord / Unicorns Love commit to the buildings of La Bandita?
So I got a question mark in my mind. Where did UDR go? They were there, and now they're not. How did they die? How did that happen? I don't remember. I've forgotten.
UMBRA. I think it was
UMBRA. I mean, they are in the position where they were earlier, so it would make sense to come to the conclusion it was UMBRA that was actually able to win that fight. I wasn't really looking at the kill feed because that fight was Whiskey, was just worth all the attention. All my attention was going to that fight, as it was almost about to be a 1v4 versus Eastern Stars. Unfortunately, I able to quite close it off, but that's okay, as now Slick is going to be going for the push. I mean, he got himself a knock, so they're going to use that as a way to get an inch closer to UMBRA. They do get the res last second. They're still going to be heavily wounded. PR's going to be the first one to defend. Nice counter push, though, from his teammate. And PLZ will still be able to be the one to find himself the knock onto Slyke, but PLZ unfortunately biting down more than he can actually chew, and that's going to be an instant response. PLZ now flushed away
for the revive.
Rise Gang are trying to go for the full-on push. It's going to be Crispy and Nexus still stranded away. It's a 2v1 versus Swave. You need to push this one together, and Swave will be overwhelmed by a solo push of Crispy, by the way, and they will be taking full control and ownership of the northern side of La Bandita.
And the only reason why they lost Slyke is because Nightmare went for the revive. Remember what I said about what Clash did in the previous game? They didn't go for the revive, they pushed. That's what Rice Gang should have done together. Continue the momentum. Don't give your opponents any chance to either get a kill or get a comeback, right? You've got to keep pushing when you know you have the control in the engagement. It is confidence personified, as Unicorns Love have not committed so far to the compounds they're going to be playing on towards the eastern edge, but they're being gate-kept pretty heavily by Black Sparks.
Yeah, they go on GAMELORD. They had a really good spread. I liked it, but I think now it's not time to go and play split. This is not the play unless you're potentially on another team like the team on the east. I didn't have really time to see who it was. It was a red team, but they're going to be in a pretty big spread. They're going to have a 2-1 split currently. It's going to be Black Sparks, actually. They're going to be in a... that's a spread I can definitely get behind. I like it. It's really good for information gathering too. You know exactly what's coming your way.
Yeah.
Unicorns of Love, there you go. They're all going to be crashing their way forward. Bet for Mercy has been playing a lot today. He did the Club Imp and Scrims. Now he's doing these PMPL Scrims, man. This guy do be gaming. They're going to be tumbling over that ridge line. And Fresh is going to be the first one to breach the walls. He's inside the city. It's going to be the rest of Unicorns of Love. Can they make inside the terrain? I'm not sure, but the circle is about to shift. And if it goes north, that seems to go as like it's going to be a Rise Gang taking the win. And that circle is definitely good in that kind of direction.
Black Sparks could do something because I think they've done a great job of kind of forcing Unicorns of Love into a compromising position. Even though Unicorns of Love are not out, I feel like if they were going to commit to the buildings of the La Bendita Crater Field, they should have done it straight away. Whereas, you know, I think there's an element of kind of like, you know, you make your bed and you lie in it. If you're going to stick towards that eastern edge push, you push it, right? And I know there's an ability to survive, but that to me was a little bit of an air of desperation from Unicorns Love. I know they still fresh alive, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with Unicorns Love. However, Black Sparks will benefit from that. They are holding on and keeping an idea that there still could be a player down in the crater fields, as they will be able to move in from the southern side in due time.
Fresh is going to be alone for Unicorns of Love now. He's going to be stranded in that building, in those compounds of La Bandita. This is the exact split positioning that we were talking about earlier, right? Black Spark, they had the information that one player scouting towards the northern side. Because of the circle, they could instantly find a response, push forward, and get in a very comfy spot. They're not quite in the circle just yet. It's just a matter of time before that actually really happens. And I think that the main issue here is the last player, Kapahala of Eastern Stars. Remember, he falls down, you should be completely free. The Rice Gang going to suffer one knockdown. Is going to be Nightmare. It's going to be then knocked away. Fresh got to be careful. He's just trying to dance over. Can he make it to the building in time? He jumps and he makes it. And he's free for now. But he's not quite in circles, so he's still got to run forward because he's got the clock ticking. 50% of the blue zone is now already closed up. He's still going to run a fair decent amount. It's going to be Victor. And he actually wins it. Whoa, Nexus. That was some shots that could not be missed. And GAMELORD now snatch away that position for their own volition, their own control, as they're going to be aiming to secure game number 5 of today.
This GAMELORD team is completely different today. It's like they're a brand new team. There's something about the way they're playing. They're playing with confidence. They're playing with aggression. They're playing with control. And I absolutely love to see it, to be fair. They do look like a reinvigorated side. But now as you get into our final 4 teams, Black Sparks have opted to have 2 down on the low part of either side of the crater fields. And I think that position is absolutely perfect because they have the low ground on either side. They have all areas covered. And in my opinion, they have a much stronger control in this phase 6.
I don't think that was Rob's intention to send a buggy bowling down that ridge line. I think he wanted to put it on the top and just park it up there to have a little bit of a better line of sight with that third-person perspective. Kapahala right behind the wall, 1 bullet and he's gone. Eastern Stars, I think the top 4 is going to be where the adventure ends. And there you go. Kapahala is going to be popped away. Victor hits the headshot with the M4. And now that means that liberates all of the East. The East is free.
Oh, Fresh.
Good shot once again. That's Unicorns of Love losing their final player. That was Fresh. GAMELORD. They came and spawned into this game in Pyramid as a 3-man crew. On the other side, it's an absolute banger of a 4-man team from Black Spark. They won a chicken dinner today, Black Spark 2, which is big. And GAMELORD 2 won a chicken dinner. So we're going to see who truly is going to be the double winner chicken dinner hitting today, which I think is day 4 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how things are going to be coming out. Day 5?
Day 6.
That's what I meant. I was just seeing it. Day 6? I was checking if you were following. That's all. They're going to go for the push through the smokes. This is all about landmass control for GameLord. If they can do that, Black Spark stands no chance, but it's 4v3, so by default, you would say the Black Spark have the big advantage.
They do have the big advantage, but I do like the fact that GameLord have been able to have all 3 players pretty much in the circle and hold on to a side angle that Victor is going to be able to utilize.
Oh, that's going to be a buggy rotation from X-Beater. Oh, he's going to be Beater. Yeah, going to go for the engage. Victor's going to be onto the side, right in the center. He's feeling way too aggressive. He's not getting punished.
Yeah.
Victor, you absolute mad lad. That should not be working on 1,000 years. And he's going to be actually able to get
No
a peek
way!
right of Island. What? That is actually working for him, though Linu's going to be knocked away eventually. Luffy's going to be the one doing the work, only 20 bullets, so you've got to be careful how you push this one. This might be the undoing of Black Spark with that position. Victor took a really big off angle away.
No!
It's going to be Rob taken out to. It's only going to be Victor. In a 1v2, he tries to go for the spray and take them down with the AKM, but nothing comes of it, Imperium, as Black Spark will be your double winner chicken dinner for today.
And I don't know if Rob's could have joined up with Victor if he tried, because we didn't see his full perspective. If he did try to join up with Victor and he got knocked because of that, I respect that, because I think it was better for him to try and do that. Whereas if he went to go for the revive onto Lenu and it went against him, then I think that's a bad idea, because I think at that stage of the game, one of your players gets knocked, they're gone. Right, they're gone. You're down to the final 2 teams. You have to stick all the players that you can together in one go. Victor go for that push on his own. Although he did get 1 knockdown, that probably ended up being a bad thing, because it forced Black Sparks to make a move. And even though I massively respect Victor for going for that, because it was on his own, it ended up being GameLord's undoing, because Black Sparks had that body advantage and it worked in their favor. Great effort from Victor, but in the end, it just became too much.
I do really like the idea of Victor, though, in the sense that if he pushes aggressively and he takes down one of the players to on a flank angle, it was going to be the key to success. At least it somewhat opened the door very slightly, and then they just had to try and barge through into that one. But because the 2 other players could not join up on that position, it kind of made all of that play kind of, I wouldn't say useless, but it did not find the success it was supposed to have in the first place. So they tried, didn't quite work out, and now we're going to have a few of the highlights from this game. And a lot of action breaking out very early on, especially in Valdemar. It was very interesting. But this was a great game, and this is the push, right? We mentioned about ScrimFarm. They would have pushed from the west on that position.
Yeah.
Easy entry point. They might not have won it, but at least they would have put a lot more odds on their side for sure.
For sure, indeed. And, you know, GameLord pushing on to RESQ was just so strong, so phenomenal. And that's where Hammer was able to come in from the sidelines. And it does seem like Robs did look to join up with Victor. So, on that regard, I can't hate on what Victor attempted to do in the final moments of that game. At the end of the day, though, you see the results of this game. Black Sparks with 7 kills, 22 points in total. GameLord close behind. Same amount of kills, 19 points in total, and Unicorns of Love at least first survived to get 3rd place, and with those 5 kills, 15 points.
Feels bad for Destiny though, man. 8 kills, 6 of those going over to Whiskey, and then you get 1 positioning point. That is, I was going to say counterproductive. Not really. It is good, but now when you get kills, you want to be able to convert kills into something bigger that actually serves a greater purpose, and their purpose is to get in strong positions. Unfortunately there, didn't work out at all. Destiny, I think, were looking really comfortable. They were one, if not the single earliest team in the La Bandita, and yet they didn't use it to their position because they were trying to push the compound down below that was completely unnecessary. So, Destiny, this goes to show you guys have insanely good potential, but you just ruin it and you just throw it away by taking fights that, unfortunately, I would say, but I'm sorry to be harsh, but I've got to say, those fights just don't make sense.
No, I fully agree. I genuinely fully agree. We look at the standings, though, overall, and hey, Unicorns of Love, 20 matches played, 221 points in total. Like, you know, just to kind of point out, that is okay. That's an average of 11 points per game across 20 matches. That's a pretty solid average.
That's a very solid average. Like, that's the kind of average you're looking at there. You're thinking, okay, PL, they're going to do real damn good. So hyped to see how they're going to be working out. Now we've got the head highlights of today, and I'm going to be able to slowly catch up on what's been happening for the first 3 games that I unfortunately missed out on.
Robs said, my bad, I played bad in this game. I don't think you did, Robs, to be fair. At the end of the day, your team...
Sorry, Robs. Love you, man.
You're an absolute asshole. I love it. It's like your team started as a trio. You still got into second. I as far as I remember, and you can confirm, Robs, and as far as I'm aware, you did look to push with Victor in those final moments. That was the best call if that was the case. So no, I don't think you played bad at all. Of course, you want to strive to be better, and that I can respect. But hey, don't be too harsh on yourself.
Yeah, be good. It's okay, Robs. Don't worry about it. It was still like a very hard situation. You guys did spawn into this game and remain as the 3-man through the entire game, so that's still big respect. It's pretty hard to do, especially when you had so many clashes around La Bandita itself, so still some big stuff. And Ken has been doing, I'm seeing from the replays, man, Ken has been fragging out. Fragging out pretty nicely today. Feels good.
I think Ked's like, I think Ked had kind of struggled to find his mojo a little bit, in the Unicorns Love X Severnic League for the most part. But over the last kind of week or so, I think like he's found it again a little bit. At the end of the day, like Unicorns Love are an extremely strong side, so they have a very versatile roster, which is so beneficial, right? That they officially signed Beg for Mercy as a contracted player, which is going to be great for Beg for Mercy's confidence. You add that to the whole team confidence and how they have looked, despite I do believe that they need to be more consistent. Unicorns Love do really have a chance of winning PMPL.
I really agree. Like, if I had to choose my top 3 teams that I think has chance in PMPL, I would go with them for sure. I currently
Ahead
my top 3 options I think could win. I would put Clash, Unicorns of Love, and then I would put Conqueror. Unicorns of Love, Conqueror. I would mix them. I would potentially think of putting Conqueror in second or Conqueror in third. That would be the way, but that would it would be interchangeable. So that would be my top 3 teams as to who I think could be winning this PMPL.
Yeah, I totally agree. A little bit of a not an underdog team, but like I suppose
if you're going about underdog teams, I could go on for ages, mate.
Underdog team, but like
so many good
Dark
ones.
Horse. There you go. Dark Horse is Black Sparks. Black Sparks.
Ooh, Black Sparks, you think? Okay.
Just, Black Sparks, Nexus, and Eastern Stars. If Nexus really put it together in the PMPL, they can be extremely dangerous.
Okay, I agree with Black Sparks. I mean, you saw them a lot more than I, because I've been able to not join on every single one of these games. But I do agree in that sense they can do really good. Hyped up to see. I think also Lakonostra MVP would be one, and now that we're looking at them, I think that after that one move that I just pointed out on Miramar, I think that we could be seeing some really good surprise of Lakonostra MVP. With the roster,
there's like more really of this roster,
I mean, you got Will, Alicio, Maddie, Danny. Like, these are players that we've been casting for more than a year and a half, I would clearly say.
Yeah.
And we know how much potential it is. But that synergy is still, and it really feels like it's the case. The synergy's lacking. Is like, Daddy was picking a lot of the kills. He was kind of one-heartedly holding on to that fight. Of course, the rest of the team did really good too. But I want to see more team play instead of just being one player standing out. And I think that's what's missing for the team.
Exactly. I just want to see more of this roster, of this iteration, because the potential is there, like you said, with that year and a half experience that we have of casting, because like I said, Will and Daddy have played in a team together in a PMCO. We've seen Daddy play with a couple of the Lakonostra players across multiple teams. So it's like, there's a lot more to come, hopefully, from this Lakonostra MVP roster. So it's gonna be pretty good indeed. So look, you know what? I think with the stream ended, it's a good time to say goodbye to you all. Thank you so much, Maximum, for joining me for the last 2 games. Please tell the good folks, if they're not following you already, where they can find you on the social medias.
Oh no. That was the most
such a boomer way. I know that.
Where can they find you on thy social media, Maxman? Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on social media, it's Maxman30casts on Instagram and also Maxman30casts on YouTube if you would be inclined to go
Follow
check it
him.
out. And also on Twitter, it's Maxman30, very simply. So there you go. Thank you for having me in Pyram for the 2 last games. I would have liked to be able to join a little bit earlier, but I was eating my sushi, and sushi priority is food.
So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye, good night. Have an absolutely wonderful evening. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Thank you to ScrimFarm for the super chats. You're an absolute legend. Stay safe, stay awesome, wear a mask, and see you all next time.